craziest basketball game I've ever seen in my life, but that's besides the point.
Love the start to the stream there, guys. Especially Brendan.
Sorry.
Oh, Jordan, let's go ahead. What time is
Gentlemen, ladies, it's time to get hot and sweaty with the boys.
Peace.
it? Brr, 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 brr.
What's going on, Texan? What's up, y'all? No worries, brother. See you in 20 or 30.
We, as everyone can tell, we're not live last week.
Yep.
I blame all
Shout
these
out
guys.
to
It's their
these
fault.
two guys. Fucking
Nope.
assholes. That guy and this guy. I don't know which way I'm pointing. But
I was gonna say, are you even pointing the right way?
I don't know. Pointing it somewhere.
I blame Ryan.
Blame Jordan.
Shit.
I blame both of them. So,
Shit. True, that's fair.
But-
That's fair.
There's a lot to talk about.
No, I could have done a solo podcast
A lot.
last week, but I definitely was not
Bad
doing
there,
a
wasn't it?
solo podcast.
Lot to go over.
There's
What?
topics from last week. There's new
Oh,
topics
so many
arise from
topics.
this week. We have a lot to talk about.
I think we should start off with a blind ranking.
Oh,
I mentioned
God,
this.
what is this one?
I mentioned this to Brendan.
he did.
So-
Jordan, just
so-
know, well, he didn't tell me
Okay.
what's on there, but just know we have to blind rank 10 different things. Okay, so
Oh shit!
So-
I didn't get my list out.
keep track of
Yeah.
where you put these things.
So, I saw a list that someone put out that is the top, in their opinion, the top 10 sports movies of all time.
Any
This-
sport?
This ranges
sport.
from football, basketball, golf. You know it.
So yeah,
Okay.
this is gonna be tough.
I'm gonna kill myself early because I'm gonna be like, dude, it's such a great movie, and then you're gonna have a better movie later, and I'm gonna be like, fuck.
I know. It's gonna be great. But
I wouldn't say all that.
blind
Be
rank.
hurtful.
You two are blind ranking top 10 sports movies, regardless. There's no specific sport.
1 through 10.
1 through 10. We're starting out Miracle.
Oh. But 1
Dude.
through 10.
Oh man,
I'm gonna have to make a list on my phone.
That's what I have right now. I'm just gonna type what's
Yeah.
used, what numbers used.
I guess notes. 1 sec.
Dude, I gotta be honest. I'm gonna say 3.
I'm gonna.
Miracle for me is a banger.
It's so
movie.
good.
It's such a
So
good
good.
movie based on a true story. Like you can't beat it. I'm going.
Yeah, one of the best speeches of all time. Might be the best speech of all time. I'm gonna
Okay.
go 5.
Okay, I respect that.
Because I want to give myself some leeway later.
We Are Marshall.
I love this movie. I know you guys don't like it. I fucking love We Are Marshall.
Listen, I don't hate it.
That's-
Ah,
The plane crash, right?
Yeah, the
yeah.
plane,
We are
the
Marshall.
the famous
Matthew McConaughey.
team crashes. A couple of the guys weren't on the plane.
I'm gonna go 7.
Okay.
That's a phenomenal movie. I'm not actually. I'm kind of agreeing with you a little.
I think
bit.
it's
Not
one
a
of-
miracle for me.
I think it's one of Matthew McConaughey's best.
Oh fudge, yeah.
For
Oh fudge,
sure,
yeah.
but
Matthew McConaughey was fantastic.
I just look at other movies from every sport.
Exactly. That's
Marshall's
what I'm
just
the
one of those,
same.
and, like if it's on, I'll watch it. But like, it's not one of my go-to.
I'm going
watching
8.
this.
We Are Marshall.
We're gonna go with Happy Gilmore.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna
Shit.
put it. I'm just
One of the best ever, man.
happy medium. I'm going 5.
I'm gonna go 6.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm typing this on my phone as I say it so I don't forget my
my,
numbers.
yes,
I
so
got
my-
5, 8, and 6 taken.
I have 3, 7, 5.
We're pretty fucking close here.
The original Rocky. Rocky 1.
OG Rocky, yeah. With Apollo Creed,
Mm-hmm.
the Italian Stallion. Shit.
The
dude,
movie
that's
that started it all.
classic. Yeah. I'm gonna go 4. And I would put it higher, but I can't put my top 3 away without hearing your last couple of movies. I gotta give myself room. This is tough.
I'm gonna
It's
go 4 as well.
yeah. It's like you said. It started off arguably the greatest sports
Remember the
movie
Titans.
series. Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
see, that's a better fucking football.
Yeah. Oh man, Dude, I want to put that at 1 so bad, but I can't because there's still like 5 more movies to go.
I only have 1, 2, and 6 that I could really do the top. God damn it! Can I?
I'm gonna
put-
go. I got 3 available. I'm going 3. Remember the Titans. I got 1 and 2 still left.
Left side,
Bravo side.
God damn it! Can I fucking
Such a good movie, dude.
fuck?
Yes,
Man.
fantastic movie.
We
I'm
are
gonna
the
say number 2.
Titans. We
Okay.
are the Titans. The mighty, mighty Titans. Sorry.
Sandlot.
Oh fuck. What do I got? I got 5, 8, 6. So I got 3,
I'm
4,
going
5, 6,
6.
8.
6 for Sandlot.
I'm gonna go 7. It's not even my favorite baseball movie of all time, so I can't justifiably.
It's not mine.
Yeah,
either, so that's
Moneyball is
why-
my favorite baseball movie of all time, so I can't justifiably put that. And then just in case Moneyball's up there, I can't.
Exactly.
Gotta keep my.
Airbud.
Number 10.
Ooh,
Number 10.
yeah.
I love
go
the
10
Airbud
as well.
series, but I can't justify putting Airbud over fucking half the movies.
Anything of what I just did now.
So that was the
10 for me.
easiest 10 spot of my life.
Warrior.
Oh, great movie though. What'd you say?
Warrior.
Oh fuck. I got number 1 and 2 left actually. It's gonna be 1 or 2.
I have 1 and 9. I really have to fucking play my cards right here. Because here's my dilemma. Warrior is my all-time favorite fighting movie. And Moneyball is my all-time favorite baseball movie. If Moneyball is on here and I put it at 9,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I have
kill myself.
1, dude. I have
Yeah.
1, 2, and 9 as well. I have 3 left. 1, 2, and 9. You should have 3 left.
8. Yeah, that was number 8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have 9. I have 9 left. Oh wait, so I have 1, 2, 9. No, I don't.
I have 1, 2, 9 as well.
I have 1.
I got Miracle, We Are Marshall, Happy Gilmore,
Oh, I have
Rocky,
8.
Remember
I
the
have
Titans.
1, 8, 9.
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 9. So Warrior is definitely gonna go at number 2 for me. So I have 1 and 9 left. This is tough.
I was gonna put Warrior at 1 for me.
Yeah, I was gonna put it at 1, 2. But I'm gonna just keep it 2 just in case of. I got 2 movies that I would like more than Warrior, just in case he says it. I'm curious.
Moneyball.
Yes, number 1.
I gotta just put it at 8.
Fuck yeah. You have 2 left, I think.
No, I don't.
Shit.
Field of Dreams.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
number
fine
9.
with 9.
Dude, I actually like I have number 1, Moneyball. Number 2, Warrior. Number 3, Remember the Titans. Number 4, Rocky. Number 5, Miracle. Number 6, Happy Gilmore. Number 7, Sandlot. Number 8, We Are Marshall. And then number 9, Field of Dreams. And number 10, Airbud. I'm not mad at that. Actually, I'm not too mad at that at all. Airbud.
I gotta be honest. The only thing I would change on my list: Warrior would be 1, Miracle would be number 2, and Moneyball. Would be
Moneyball
number
3.
3.
Yeah. I knew your Moneyball was you'd want that higher.
That was very solid of you lads.
That was a tough. I'm with Brennan. Airbud, great. I love the movie. I'm not famous Titans.
It's great if I'm
Great
like
movie.
fucking 2 years old and
Yeah,
like,
but
be
it's you
entertained.
grow out of it,
But,
and then you
yeah,
have some of
as
the greatest
a
movies ever on this list.
24-year-old,
Yeah.
that's not even crap. I
So,
wouldn't even.
There were
think
there were a
that was
few
good.
movies that were on the list that I changed
But then I'm just gonna look at you folding.
because like there was Hoosiers on there,
It's such
That's
a
a good
good movie.
Yeah.
and then
Coach
a-
Carter's a great movie too. I thought you were gonna put a little bit of
and
like.
then A League of Their Own was another one on the list.
Yeah.
I see. I'm not. League of Their Own would have been bottom tier for me.
Surprised you didn't have like a Friday Night Lights on there, but you did have you did Remember the Titans.
Well, I went off the original list
Oh, I see what you're saying.
that
Sorry.
someone else made, but I just removed 2 and changed it.
And changed them.
Yeah,
It's respectable.
to Warrior and Airbud.
Yeah. I want to do a top 5 list with you guys. I don't know if we've done it yet, but we should do a war movies one.
I don't think we've ever done a war.
Saving
I-
Private
I-
Ryan number 1.
Yes, sir.
That's number 5 for me.
Whoop.
The crew in that movie pissed me off beyond belief. They're a bunch of pussies, and
Up 'em.
Fury
really-
number 2.
Fury's number 1.
Fury's so good, dude.
Such a great movie.
Fury's so
it was on
fucking
the
good.
other day, by the way.
Pearl Harbor might be up there, honestly.
That's number
yeah.
4.
1, 2, 3.
I'd give him number 4.
Platoon. Anybody seen Platoon? Great movie. Charlie Sheen.
Midway.
That was okay.
Yeah, that's a newer one, dude. That's a good.
Midway was great.
Yeah, actually, it's an older Midway too, though. And then if you want to go like old timer, you can even start doing like, I'm not saying this would be even
Rambo.
It kind of is like Braveheart, Rambo, like shit with swords and stuff. Well, Rambo's not, but Braveheart.
I mean, at that point, you'd be 300 or Gladiator, you know what I mean? Like,
Gladiator's so good, dude. I
such a
fucking
great
love
one.
Russell Crowe.
I heard the second one was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad. I was
Okay.
very disappointed.
Good to know. I have not seen it.
I wouldn't recommend it,
Good to know.
truthfully. A lot of it's historically inaccurate as fuck too, but whatever,
Okay.
it's fine.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
We
that's
don't
what
like that.
Brendan knows I got like little pet peeves, and that's one of them, dude. is
We
when
don't
shit is
like
just,
that.
like-
At all.
we don't. Definitely don't.
No, not even a little bit actually.
So
Pearl
I-
Harbor, great movie.
I give it an. That one's number 4 on my
Oh, did you?
list.
Fuck yeah, dude. Ben Affleck.
So
Young Ben Affleck.
I kind of wanted to get straight into the schedules.
Fuck yeah. I was waiting for you to. bring that up.
Who's starting? Which team first?
I'll start. I'll start.
All right, Brian and the Bengals.
So
This is a tough one for you. I was looking at your schedule earlier, dude.
I have.
Joe Burrow, not a fan of y'all's schedule. Joe Burrow, not happy.
Joe Burrow was pissed, dude.
Joe Burrow, not happy.
Let's see what Brian.
I have
got.
us. I have us winning
Let me
11.
pull it up on my phone.
So I have us winning against Cleveland, winning against Jacksonville, tight win against Minnesota.
I was gonna say Minnesota's gonna be a good game
It's gonna be a tight win.
because you're
Oh.
at Minnesota. That's a tough atmosphere, but it's in a dome, so Joe
Yeah.
Burrow's gonna have a dry ball.
A loss to Denver, loss to Detroit, loss to Green Bay.
At Green Bay is tough.
Yep. Then we're gonna turn it around, beat Pittsburgh,
Beat
Beat the
brakes off
Jets.
Pittsburgh.
beat the Chicago Bears, go into bye week at Pittsburgh, lose,
Whoa.
win in New England, win on Thanksgiving Day at
Ooh.
Baltimore, lose to Buffalo, lose to Baltimore at home a few weeks later,
Ooh, wow.
win on against Miami, win Arizona, and win Cleveland overseas.
All right, so let's talk about this actually, because
I actually don't hate that.
I don't either. I actually really like it. I'll be honest with you. I might even give you being at Denver is always going to be a tough night game, Monday Night Football.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you both Pittsburgh games.
I was thinking this. I'm looking at Pittsburgh, dude. Who's their
I don't know
quarterback
who
right
exactly. I don't know. Who
Right
the quarterback
now-
is. I can't trust it.
now? Mason Rudolph?
I think that's who it is.
It's either gonna be
currently.
him or Will Howard. That's like the
Yeah,
only
unless
option.
they sign Aaron, and Aaron doesn't sound. I mean, dude, he's dealing
And
with a lot of
honestly,
shit,
I don't
man.
think he's gonna be.
I
I
don't-
don't think he's.
I don't
playing.
think he's playing this season.
I don't either, man. He sounds like
Ooh,
I'm
excuse
taking
me.
it in. I was rushing
But
to get dinner.
with the current state of their quarterbacks, I could see us winning both. But I just felt like at Pittsburgh could have been like a close loss.
Actually, I really like this.
I
I like how you have the reverse. Excuse me, starting off with 3 wins instead of with 3 losses, like how they have for like the past 2 years. I like that.
wouldn't be mad at you either. At this at Denver game, I can actually really see you guys winning this game too.
If
I like
it
Denver.
will be, it'll definitely be a close one.
Yeah,
I'm
the only
thinking
thing
I'm
that
thinking
sucks is
like
you're at altitude.
I'm thinking like field goal to win, kinda.
And another thing that sucks when you're looking at your schedule, so you go. That's a tough fucking back to back, dude. The NFL hates you. At Minnesota, straight to the at Denver. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of travel right there. You go to Minnesota, fly back to Cincy for the week, then fly back out to fucking Denver.
Yeah.
For Monday.
Which, like you said, at least in Minnesota, they're in the dome, so they don't
That's all,
have to.
dude.
But
That's a betting game right there, boys. That's
in
an
a
offensive,
way, if they're going from Minnesota to Denver in September, I would have much rather them play both outdoor games to be acclimated to
agreed.
the weather. But
How's it
can we
going,
do?
Jackson? I mean, no,
I gotta-
yeah, I would honestly almost make the argument that you
Dude, the end of your schedule
guys.
is easy too. Last 3.
I don't want to say we have an
Potentially-
easy schedule, but
I'm gonna say
No,
I
no,
can
no.
make the.
Your
I'm gonna
last
make the-
3.
I'm
Oh,
gonna make the argument that if you guys do beat Baltimore on Thanksgiving at home, I think you can turn around and go into Buffalo and beat them at home.
we're playing. Say yeah, because we're playing Baltimore at home on Thanksgiving
Dude,
in
Baltimore
Baltimore.
2 times in 3 weeks, you're gonna
That's
kill each
brutal.
other.
Yeah,
You're gonna
that's a
kill each
big
other.
grinder.
And you're doing it at the end of the season
One's at
before the
8 o'clock
playoffs.
and one's at 1 o'clock too.
That is brutal, dude.
What I'm happy
And the
about
fact
is
you go at Baltimore, then at Buffalo back to back is gruesome.
in December and November, so it's going to be
That's
cold as hell
crazy.
for both
Holy
games.
shit.
Yeah.
That Buffalo game, December 7th, it might damn near be snowing.
It could
Yeah.
snow December 14th in Maryland.
Yeah. That is true too.
But then they're going.
I love your last 3 games though, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. At Miami, I think that's a real easy win. I'm not big on Miami.
And
this year. I think
Sunday
Miami's
Night Football. I am
horrific.
loving the primetime games that we got this
Yeah.
year.
I say, yeah. How many do you guys have? 1, 2, 3,
5?
4, 5. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Say I'm happy that we have Washington as a Monday Night Football preseason.
Where's it at? At what, Jordan? You want to go and make more memories?
I'm down,
August
brother.
18th.
I can speak
Yep.
to this on the stream.
What's crazy is, Jordan, I was looking at prices to go see the Commanders play, maybe against the Giants or something, or the Raiders.
I want to leave.
Dog, it is egregious how much money those tickets are.
I'm sorry. I can't get the video out of my head. I'm just. Oh, dude. We told Brian this story, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Dude,
we can't say it publicly though.
No. But I want everybody listening to know Brandon's face of just pure 1 second of oh shit to just laughing hysterically
vibes is
in my
amazing.
fucking face, and I was like, oh my god. And he goes, "Are you gonna stop?" I'm like, "No, no, I'm not stopping." And then all the workers staring at. Every one of them just stared at us like, "Oh my god!"
I waved at every single one of
You
them
did,
too.
and I was like, "Stop waving! You're making us look obvious. It could have been the other car, okay?"
Oh my god.
Oh, so who
Well,
wants?
back to the
Another car,
schedule.
Yeah, sorry. All right.
We
Who-
can
who
move
wants-
on to the Panthers. I'll
You
move on.
want
We can move
Panthers?
on.
Okay,
Let's do it.
let me pull them up real quick.
I can't wait to hear what motherfuckers have to say about this one.
I like your schedule.
It's a good schedule.
You and me both, brother.
I'm not gonna lie. There is specifically one Panthers game, and I really want to try to go to. And Brendan already knows what it is.
Phone takes forever to pull up. Jeez,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay.
Dude, your
So-
schedule's so easy.
Say the
man.
phone definitely has a delay on it.
Dude, this is crazy. This is legit crazy.
Yeah, as you can see, I see 11, 12 wins in our future this
easy.
year.
Dude,
If we can start the season hot and ride, we can be
Oh,
7-0. We can easily
Hey,
be 7-0.
you know what I
You
love?
don't play a good team until Lions, bro.
You know what-
Exactly.
You know what I
No,
love?
The Bills. You mean the Bills?
So you know what I truly love? The fact that you're gonna
Blue
put an ass whooping to the Jaguars, and then literally the week later we get to put an ass whooping on the Jaguars.
I don't know if you guys are into conspiracies or not, but as a Carolina Panthers fan, there's a massive conspiracy going around. I'm just going to lay it out here. The previous year, before the Panthers went to the Super Bowl, the Ohio State Buckeyes won the national championship in both years, and the Panthers had a losing record in both years. The following years, we opened the season against the Jaguars.
This guy.
Both seasons, we went to the Super Bowl. So we open up with the Jaguars. The Ohio State Buckeyes just won the Natty. I'm not one for conspiracies, boys, but Panthers to the Super Bowl?
And a young quarterback who started to pick up steam at the end of the season.
With a spicy new receiver.
Oh,
Y'all's receiver room is, in my opinion, pretty solid going into this
I
year.
love the rookies we have. Jimmy Horn, Tet. I really like what we did in the
Don't
draft
even get
for,
me started with the rookies we have. Don't want to sign their
Jamar
contracts.
Stewart.
God.
Come on now. come on.
No, dude. So I'm looking at your schedule. Truth be told, here, even if you lose, and I don't think you will, I'm with you. I think you take one from the Bucks. I think you go 1-1 with the Bucks. Even if you
I was
lose
being generous
twice
I-
to the
going
Bucks,
on
I
Bucks
think-
and Falcons.
I think you're gonna go 2 for 2 against the Falcons, and potentially close win against LA.
Ooh.
LA's a tough game.
I would
I-
say I had us
I
with
see-
the loss for LA.
I see y'all going in and potentially coming out squeaking out with a good win.
Because here's my thought process on this. You lose to LA and you go to the bye week.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of that bye week, we have the Saints. You
Which-
turn around, wipe off that loss, beat the Saints, keep that
Yeah.
momentum versus the Bucks, then versus the Seahawks. And then I think like it shows, the Bucks come around in Tampa Bay and they beat us.
Yeah, I can see that. But you guys have what, one primetime game?
I think I think it's the 49ers on like Thursday
Yeah.
Night Football.
Yep.
And that's good for a team, dude. Truth be told, you really sometimes, I hate to say it, you don't want to be on primetime because
I personally, I'd
you
rather
get less
not.
rest, dude. Think about
Yeah.
it. When you're on a Monday
Yeah.
Night Football game,
'Cause
you get less rest. When you're on
it-
Yeah, we
Sunday
get
Night
Thursday-
Football, you get
yeah.
less rest.
Because
Like,
it's like
Thursday
you just
night,
said
you
about
get
with the
less rest.
Bengals. We go to Minnesota and then have to travel to Denver for the.
your
Yeah.
schedule's a lot, dude. The Panthers got, in my opinion, a very, very, very favorable schedule, especially for a young team. They're going to build confidence in these early weeks. I think the Arizona game could end up being a tight game, but I easily see a win. But I do think Arizona's going to have a better season, but I
I-
don't think they're going to be
I
anything
think,
to
like
really.
you said, I think we probably win that game like a 24-21
I
type
think-
shit.
yeah, I think it's-
very close, very back and
Yep.
forth action. Then it comes down to good defensive stops, and then
Yep.
just probably last minute field goal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we absolutely wiped the floor with the Dolphins. I think we wiped the floor with the Jets.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Cowboys as well. I mean, yes, their receivers are probably going to give us a little bit of an issue, but I'm not really too scared of Dak Prescott in this day and age with how old he is. And
He's got to stay
his
healthy.
I'll say exactly the regression he's taken. I'm not too worried about it. But once we go into Buffalo and then back to Green Bay, that's where I get kind of nervous.
Those are tough. That's a tough back to back. God bless, dude.
So that's where I was like, we catch some losses, but bounce back versus the Saints. But then we probably lose to the Falcons in Atlanta.
And that's going to be a great game. That's going to be a potential shootout, and I'm excited as hell for that.
Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to all in division series. To be honest,
Except
they're
the
going to be
Saints
pretty.
just
I mean,
wiping the floor with them.
yeah, I'm going to enjoy watching. Hopefully, fucking
Yeah.
just absolutely crushing. But
Not even Derek Carr to beat up anymore. Sorry, Derek.
no, there is no Derek Carr to beat up. Honestly, though, I was never a fan of Derek Carr, but I never hated on Derek
Seemed like
Carr.
a good guy.
I would say he
like-
seemed like an okay guy.
Yeah.
He was a decent quarterback. I'm not gonna say good. He was a decent quarterback. Like he could get you some purpose yards and he could win you a
Yeah.
game every now and again. So it's like
He'll
I'm
get
not
you
gonna
7
shit on the
wins.
guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna shit on the guy. It's fine.
I know he seems like a nice guy, and I wish him the best in post retirement or post football.
Hey, Texan, if you have your Discord app pulled up, you could hop into show guests, and then we can drag you down to the voice chat.
What he said.
How do I hop in with y'all, if I may?
Do you want to put on the commies?
Oh yeah, let's
my
let's
commies.
swap over to Jordan's commies.
So this is not a set in stone.
and
gonna
I
do this,
honestly have not seen this or heard.
and I'm gonna
any
do
of
this
these,
as
so.
we go because there's a few I might change, but we're gonna talk these out real quick. Okay, my phone's taking. a
Yeah,
minute.
Jordan freaking shot me a message, and then it was like, "By the way, we're changing this."
Yeah, I know. So I'm not set in stone on this at all because I do too much research and I probably stress myself. Come on, phone.
Oh, I'm still making sure the sizing's right.
Did I just see that right? Panthers are up 3-0 on Carolina already.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Probably.
Yeah, here we go. All right.
Yeah, they are.
So-
End of the first.
Jesus Christ. So Giants first game. The only reason I marked this as a win is because it's at home. I'm terrified of this game. I'm just gonna come out flat and say that. I think the Giants are actually gonna be a lot better than they were last year. I'm not gonna say it's gonna translate to wins necessarily, but I think they're going to be pretty freaking competitive.
Sorry, real
And
quick. Oh, never mind. I can see it now. I was gonna say, does it go like right to left, like left to right,
left
or it's down?
down, yeah,
Okay, it's
left
down. Okay,
down, and so we get Giants at home. That's why I gave that a win, but I think that's going to be a tight game, and I don't like that pass rush going against your first game of the year. You get those jitters. Offense isn't clicking yet. Got new pieces. You got Debo. You got Laramie Tunsil. A little nervous about how that's going to go. Green Bay at Green Bay, second game. Our rush defense is going to be fucking dog shit. Oh, sorry. Fudging dog shit this year. Josh Jacobs, if you want to place a bet, Josh Jacobs might go over 132 tutties. So at Green Bay, don't like that loss. I think we can beat the Raiders. That's a home, I believe, again. Not
Yes,
mad about
yellow
that game.
yellow is home games, white
Yellow's
is
home, thank
away.
you.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Raiders at home. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I was a tiny bit scared of Ashton Genty. Again, our rush defense not really big on it, but anyways, I think we can win that game. Their defense isn't great. Jane Daniels.
That is
I
one
think,
game that I look to see how much it would be to go to.
yeah.
Already $300.
Oh yeah, it's Falcons. I think it's going to be a shootout again. Our defense this year. Chargers, I think might beat the brakes off us. Time change going to the West Coast. Jim Harbaugh knows our rush defense sucks. Jim Harbaugh is going to absolutely run the ball 50 times on us. I'm a little scared of that. Justin Herbert, I think, could have a field day too if we load the box. Don't like that matchup. Bears, Dallas. That speaks for itself. I think I think we're the better team.
Even though I will say, last year the Bears did play you guys extremely close, and
I know.
obviously we all remember the last second Hail Mary, which was amazing. But I
And Ben
think
Johnson will help that too.
I'll say but I think you guys will, readjust and come back. I think it'll be all right. I think you guys will have those two.
One of
for
my
sure.
gripes in the entire schedule is Kansas City's loaded home schedule. Every good team Kansas City plays them at home.
Yes.
So we
hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going?
We play Kansas City in Kansas City. I'm not a huge fan of that. Arrowhead, our defense again. I'm not big, dude. I think I'm not trying to talk shit on Hollywood at all here, but I think we could be very similar to the Bengals last year. I think our offense will be really good. I don't think our defense is going to be great, and I think that's going to bite us. Kansas City, I think, beats us. Beat Seattle, I think we're the better team. And then if you notice the next game, I don't care if it's home or away, the Lions are going to run the ball on us. And like I said earlier, don't like my rush defense. Really don't like that. Miami, we're going to beat the brakes off. Miami's horrible, I think, this year. I think we beat Denver, but I think Denver's obviously competitive, but I like how that's home. In Minnesota, not a fan of that. Skull, so I think Minnesota is going to maybe take that one from us. I think we beat Giants in New York. The Giants at this point might be, let's just say they're 4-8 or something. They might not be as into it as they were in the beginning of the season. Philly at home. We play Philly tough. As good as Philly is, if you look back, even when the Washington Commanders were horrible, we played them pretty tight. So I think we go 1-1 with Philly, and I think we beat Dallas. So if my math is not mistaken, I believe I got us going 10-7. If we could steal a win against maybe a Green Bay or maybe a Minnesota, I can maybe see 11-6, but I can definitely see a bit of a slump. I don't think we're going 12-5 like last year at all. The schedule's a lot harder this year, and I guess that's what you get for getting second place in your division. You get the second place schedule, and then you play the NFC North. That's a real hard. The only NFC North team I really think we match up well against is the Bears. Minnesota, I guess, if J.J. McCarthy sucks, I can see us beating Minnesota. But, I mean, Sam Darnold looked like Tom Brady last year, so.
So I'm saying, I think it's going to be tough, close games to beat them.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta
be honest. I think you guys beat the Chiefs. I think that 4-span after the loss to the Chargers, I think the momentum between the Bears and Cowboys could potentially carry. I think I could see, again, like a 27-24, a 21-24, whatever type game right there, but I could see a commies win.
And
you guys win
times as well, and I don't like that.
You guys win, I might have to go streaking out of pure excitement.
Brother, I would love nothing more. If this was in Washington, I would really love to go to that game, but the prices would be outrageous.
Dude, when the Chiefs came to down here this past season, I just looked to see how much it would be. Egregious.
Oh yeah, Taylor Swift, baby. And I don't like either. We go to Dallas, come home, and then we fly back out to Kansas City. Those are not big time changes. I think they're only an hour behind us. I
Aren't
just don't like that
aren't
much
they the
travel
same
back and
time
forth.
change?
I would say, aren't they both
They
central?
should be the same.
Yeah, both central. Yeah. I'm saying if we fly back to the East Coast and then fly
Oh,
back
I
out,
mean that's
like,
not really. That shouldn't be really big. Now, if they flew like from like L.A. and then go, I can see the difference. But
Well, that's what's frustrating. We play LA, so sorry to like keep going like super far back. So we're in LA away, 3 hour time change, and we come home for Chicago, and then we're on the road again twice after that for Dallas and Kansas City. So it's just
Well,
that's a
on the
tough,
plus side, though,
a tough stretch.
that Chicago game is Monday night, so you'll have that extra day
day.
technically, which will
How is
help.
that the Monday night game, by the way?
Because I mean,
because they want to see another Jaden Daniels just Hail Mary.
Hail Mary to Noah Brown. He resigned.
Might have to throw a parlay on that one.
Dude, our schedule was so much harder than it was last year. Though, like I said, we had the last place schedule last year, and you could tell. Now you get the first or
Whoa.
second place schedule. Just tough, man. It's a tough one.
No, I definitely like what you did with this.
Yeah,
I respect
I
it.
see 10 wins and hopefully 11, but I have to admit with you guys, man, I don't know if I see us winning the division. I really.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Eagles win the division.
Yeah, me too.
I think they run 11, 12 wins again.
Yep.
You know, I don't think they have a regression year like people are thinking they will.
Tush Push didn't get
literally-
banned.
I mean, we're going to talk about that because the Packers kind of shot the entire NFL in the foot with that one. So that was fun.
Can I throw my bitch fit now, or are we doing that
Go,
later?
go ahead. Honestly, go ahead.
Let it
Okay.
rip.
So how stupid are you? Green Bay Packers. Okay, so not only did you ask to get the Tush Push banned, which you're going to have controversy, whatever. Hollywood, actually, can you put up the graphic? Do you have the graphic of teams that voted for it and teams that voted against or whatever?
Oh, hold on. I can have it in a minute.
Thank you. So I'll go my bitch fit first. So Green Bay, if people didn't do their research, what Brendan was just referring to, they not only asked to ban the tush push, they wanted to ban pushing, period. So if you have a running back, like let's say you like the throwback Marshawn Lynch on the goal line when he's trucking his feet for 4 yards and he needs 2 more, and those 2 big offensive guards get behind him when you get those badass highlights, they wanted that ban too. So like Brendan said, you just shot yourself in the foot. Because if I'm a team, and I believe the Lions voted against this ban, the only reason the Lions voted against it is because they have one of the best offensive lines in the league, and Dan Campbell knows Penei Sewell, Taylor Decker, you name them, they're going to get behind his running backs and push. They're not going to run the fucking tush push with Jared Goff. He doesn't care about that. But he's thinking, why in the world would I ban my stud offensive line from getting the chance to push my running back into the end zone from 2 yards? Like Brendan said, why just say ban the tush push? Don't add in. You're not allowed to push. Period. Just ban the tush push.
And I'll say, and this goes for everyone that might say, "Oh, you're a hypocrite. Why ban the tush push if you don't want to ban this?" Because those are 2 different plays. The tush push is designed for everyone to get behind the quarterback and shove his ass cheeks across the goal line.
And what's great is they were like, "Oh, it like goes off of rugby," and they actually had a professional rugby player say this has nothing to do with rugby.
Oh yeah, literally nothing.
I do have up the 10 teams who voted against it. Right there.
You know what's a common denominator here? You know what's funny? You see one team on there that voted to not ban it. That's hysterical to me.
The Ravens?
New Orleans Saints. Oh. No, the Saints. You want to know why they voted against that? Where did their offensive coordinator just come from? Or excuse me, their head coach, who was the offensive coordinator? Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. Who do they have on their roster who can probably run a tush push pretty well that Kellen Moore is going to do? The guy that plays tight end, quarterback, receiver, whatever the hell. It's Taysom Hill. Yeah. So that's a funny team to me because they ain't gonna win. They're gonna get like 3 wins this year. They suck.
I feel like
Kellen Moore just came from the team where he ran the tush push 300 times.
Personally, I feel like the Bengals only voted with the majority, just to be a follower, because they were scared to be different.
A lot of teams didn't have skin in the game in this.
Yeah.
Truthfully, not many teams have a quarterback that's willing. First of all, I mean, kudos to Jalen Hurts to have the nuts to go.
He also has the build to do so.
I'm with Brendan though. I think when he gets a little, what is he, 28 now, 27, 20, 27,
It's
28?
still late 20s.
He's not old, but by the time you hit 30, 31, 32, that
That
play ain't
tush
doing
push
that.
is gonna be
You ain't doing
non-existent.
that shit no
Yeah.
more. Them
Say,
old bones, them old
as of
them
right
joints
now,
are gonna be screaming.
his build is what he can do it with.
Oh, he's a running back, dude.
Because let's be honest, the Ravens, they ain't doing it.
So that's another. You said it. And I think the Ravens voted against it for the same reason the Lions did. Lamar ain't doing the tush push, but who can push Derrick Henry on the goal line still?
Yeah.
His offensive line.
Yes.
That's why you vote. So if you had just done the tush push and
This
not,
would have got passed.
it would have
and
gotten
the tush
passed
push
easily.
would've
The
been banned.
Lions wouldn't have voted for it. The Ravens wouldn't have voted for it. Patriots, I'm a little confused. I think it's just Mike Vrabel trying to have the tough guy look to him. He's like, man, I'm a tough coach, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to ban something
They
soft.
only well, the
Whatever.
thing is they only needed 2 more votes.
Yeah.
Those 2 more votes would have
Yeah.
been Ravens Lions.
Ravens Lions. Yeah, they
Well,
have no
So
tush
it's-
push.
So
like-
one team that confuses me on this whole vote against it, the Dolphins.
Yeah, is Tua tush pushing?
That's
No.
because Mike McDaniel is implementing the tush push. It's called the Dolphin push, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put
Dolphin
Tua
push.
Tagovailoa behind center, and we're gonna have Tyreek Hill's little ass behind him, and we're gonna have him push him across the goal line.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, you know what team I think is really interesting on this list that we might see do the tush push because they actually have a quarterback with a similar build to Jalen Hurts is the Jets. I could see the Jets trying to tush push this year with Justin Fields. He can't throw the ball
Trying
that
and
great.
failing.
I mean, yeah, no, agreed.
I don't
Agreed.
think
that's
they
the reason
have.
They voted against
I
it,
just
though, to
don't
be
think
like,
they
oh,
have
we
the
might be able to do
offensive
this with
line
Justin
to
Fields.
really pull it
Oh,
off.
fuck no. Fuck no. No one has the Eagles or Lions offensive line, dude. Those two offensive lines.
Can you
are
imagine the
loaded.
Lions
Even
doing it?
The Chargers offensive line is really good too.
Here,
Well, yeah,
it's
Jared Goff's
Go
broken
ahead and
ass. Oh
talk
my
about
god.
BRB.
Dude, the Packers made no sense to me. If you just said ban the tush push, nothing else, it would have gotten passed. But when you say ban the tush push and ban pushing any player, period. Let's say your receiver catches a 3-yard out on the goal line, your tackle can still run and push him into the end zone if he stays up, whatever. Like, I don't get why they would do that. I don't see the end goal of that.
I don't know. It's just.
Oh, in the chat, I posted my season prediction for the Texans. I don't know if y'all have a way to pull it up, but
Give me a
Brian will.
second.
I'm a huge CJ Stroud fan, so it better be a good prediction.
10-7.
I got my high. I'm the same way with the Commanders. It's like I think the Texans are in a similar boat. You know, we both have extremely talented young quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud. You have a good receiver, Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin. Defensively, you guys are in a much better spot than we are, but our offensive line's in a much better spot than your offensive line. So I feel like our teams have a little bit different, got a different strengths. But I just see one or two more drafts, and I really think we're gonna be legitimate, in the Super Bowl picture. Like, you guys need one more draft with a first-round offensive lineman or something. You know what I mean? Like, maybe a big free agent signing or something like that, just to give CJ that protection.
Boom.
Because, dude, when CJ Stroud has protection, that dude's got a beautiful. Oh my god, his spiral is gorgeous, dude.
I got it up.
Dude throws a ball, man. I love CJ Stroud. I'm a diehard Ohio State fan, and he was absolute money for us 3 years, man. I mean, the dude's a stud. This schedule's tough, though, Texan. I'm not trying. I hate to say this to you, brother. This schedule is tough.
That's a
You
week.
got the Rams, you got the Buccaneers, you got the Ravens, you got the Bills, you got the Chargers, you got the oh my god, you got the Chiefs, Broncos.
And 4 of these are primetime games.
Yeah, that's brutal. God damn, that's brutal.
So the way I see it is, I see us winning the first 3 against LA, the Buccaneers, and the Jags. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it could be a little 50-50, but I think it goes our way more than it doesn't, unless we just royally screw up. But now that we've got rid of Laramie Tunsil, who was one of the biggest problems for us offensively with all the penalties.
A lot of holds, yep.
Well, I feel like that kind of alleviates a lot.
Damn, not only.
I mean, and that is true, but
not only is the Jags going to get an ass whooping from the Panthers and the Bengals, but then week 3, they get it from the Texans.
My thing is the Rams, if I'm not mistaken, led the playoffs. Led the playoffs last year in sacks. So I'm really curious to see what your offensive line. That's an early game for your offensive line to have to show those stripes. Like very early game.
Yeah, well, that's why I say it can go 50-50, but I
Yeah.
do feel like it's a little more in our favor than not.
Dude, Buffalo and
Especially with the
Kansas
pickups
City,
of like
2 of 3
Jaden
weeks.
Higgins.
Whew.
Yeah, so our first major losses I see are actually against the Tennessee and the Ravens. I just
You think
don't
you lose
see
to
us beating the
Tennessee?
Ravens.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
no,
we
the
do
Ravens
because
are loaded, dude.
yeah, Texans have a history of they'll start off really well, and then they kind of get into like a 2-3 game slump, and then they pick it back up, and then they slump again.
Yeah, you guys go on runs.
Honestly,
you're not wrong, dude.
I think Tennessee's gonna surprise a lot of people this year.
Tennessee's going to do. I love.
No,
Cam
I do
Ward.
too. I think
love Cam Ward.
people don't realize this. They kind of built the O line last year in the draft. Now this year they built the quarterback. Yes, they lost a lot on defense, so that's definitely the downside. But that offense is going to be pretty freaking fun to watch and pretty solid.
And like I said, I just don't see us beating the Ravens. They spanked us last year 0-2 against the Ravens. I don't see it being any different this year.
I mean,
they haven't changed anything.
No, yeah, they haven't changed anything, and they're only just going to get better with the same roster next year. So, dude, the fact that the Ravens Bills open up though week 1,
such a cinema.
That's awesome.
Cinema on Sunday Night Football too, dude.
Yes,
I might get a chubby going for that game.
I already got one going.
Dude, that's such a good game for the first week. Oh my god.
And it doesn't help too, right? That the Ravens' defensive scheme is like the perfect counter to our entire playbook.
Yep.
Because the Texans' playbook is like primarily a lot of short and like slant routes. We have very few like actual deep plays. And the Ravens' entire defensive scheme is built around stopping those short and slant routes.
That's why the Bengals have so much success against them, is because of the deep ball. And Jamar Chase and T. Higgins obviously can get downfield. But the thing is, with the Texans, is if your offensive line can hold up, you guys have a hell of a good play action game when Nico Collins can run his double move. And Nico Collins is going to catch that fucking ball too. But the problem is, can you give CJ that 7-step drop protection for 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds?
Exactly.
It's
I
tough,
just don't
dude.
see, even though we've shored up our O-line in the draft, I really have to see how Ursery's going to perform before I can really say for sure. But so right now I just don't see us winning against the Ravens.
I think one more draft and you guys are going to be serious. And I mean serious. Like you go a little offensive line heavy next draft. If you get another first or second round guy, stir it up. And like you said, this year your rookies perform. And I love the 2 Iowa State boys, Jaden Higgins and
Jalen Knoll, I think. No, he's not Ohio State.
Fudge. We were just talking about him like 2 weeks ago. But anyways, I love those 2 draft picks, and I love Nico Collins. I mean, you still got – isn't Schulte still on the team too? Dalton Schultz?
Oh, yeah, Schultz is still on the team. Yeah. We still got Mixon.
Oh, yeah, well, Joe Mixon's Joe Mixon, dude. Joe Shiesty right there.
I'm a little sad that we got rid of Diggs, but I get it because he wanted a huge contract.
Yeah, did you see the money he got paid at his age? I'm sorry, Patriots. What the fuck? He ain't a young guy, dude, and you just paid him a shit
they were
ton of
just
money.
desperate to make a splash at that point because once they lost out on T and they lost out on who were they trying to trade for? Was it DK? No, I don't think
DK.
they were. Was it DK?
DK said no.
Oh yeah, so then once
Seattle had a trade with New England, and DK was like, "Fuck no, I ain't playing for them."
I mean, and look where he's at now.
I know.
It's like, way to go, DK.
He thought he was getting Aaron Rodgers. That poor son of a gun, dude. He so thought he was getting Aaron Rodgers.
So, I pulled up the Chiefs, and I'm just gonna give my quick hip fire opinion. Week 1, loss. Week 2, loss. Week 3, win. 4, lose. Win, lose.
To Dallas after a bye?
What are you? Week 4 is Baltimore.
Oh, it's going left to right. Sorry, they've been going down. Sorry, I was like, holy shit.
Baltimore, loss. Jacksonville, win. Loss to Detroit. Win against Vegas. Loss to Commanders. Lose to Buffalo. Lose to Denver. Win against Indy. Lose to Dallas. Or win against Dallas. lose to Houston, lose to LA again.
You think they lose twice to LA?
Yep. Win to Tennessee, lose to Denver again,
Twice.
and then win against Vegas, Week 18.
It's funny you have the Chiefs losing to the Texans because I have the Texans losing to the Chiefs.
I have the Chiefs beating the Texans too.
Nah.
I'm not track record, dude. They've
I'm
like
putting it
4-0
on-
against the Texans.
I'm putting it money line. Houston's
crazy.
winning.
Is
Now,
Patrick Mahomes healthy?
Who cares?
I will say that's another
He-
50.
He won't be after that game.
All things considered. After last season, we did almost beat the Chiefs last season in both games we played. The second one, yeah, some of the calls were a little controversial, and even the announcers had issues, but that's not my place to say whether they're right or wrong. But
I got my money on Houston's defense putting a hurting on Mahomes because let's be honest, a condom works better than their offensive line.
Dude, their offensive line got better. They got the Simmons kid from Ohio State. I'm telling you right now, the kid's good.
But they
that's
lost
a big
too
piece.
much. They lost Tooney,
Mhm.
and they lost.
Don't even get me started to the
Wherever.
outside player that ain't gonna do shit for them in
Oh,
the blocking
Jesus.
scheme.
Oh Jesus.
I don't want to go there.
Hey, as the tight end guru, I will say he is not the best blocker. Okay, so
I don't think
that
he's gonna
is-
play much this year, guys.
Listen,
Well,
I'm just
I don't
saying.
think he's gonna
I'm
play
just
much this
saying.
year. I think he's gonna be a third down
Pack
guy.
of Trojans works
Oh,
a
geez.
lot better than that
Well,
line.
pack of Trojans, if you think about it, protects a lot better than every offensive line. Think about
I
how
don't
many
know.
kids have been stopped.
I mean,
by
look at
Trojans.
the Eagles.
A lot.
Look at the Eagles. They got a pretty solid line.
Hey, look at all the bodies on
yeah,
Taylor
but the
Swift's
Eagles
property.
lost a lot of talent in the free agency too.
Are you
Eagles
packing
lost
in,
a
you fuck?
ton
I just
in
think
the
my only
free
thing,
agency.
and Texan, I think you can appreciate this too, and Brian, I think the thing we fail sometimes when we talk about lost talent, what makes, and in my opinion, the best coach in the league, who makes Mahomes look a lot better than I even think he is a little bit, Andy Reid makes talent from what is not great, and they have the best defensive coordinator in the league still, Steve Spagnuolo. He's a 4 or 5 time Super Bowl champion as a defensive coordinator. I just think we forget sometimes the impact a really, really good coach can have on guys that we don't think are that good. I mean, look at Sam
Yeah.
Darnold. I hate to go back to Sam Darnold last year. Sam Darnold has been horrific. Jets with Adam Gase, horrible coach, but then you give him a great coach in Kevin O'Connell, and he literally looks. He could have been an All-Pro arguably. I mean, his season he had over 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns, only like 8 or 9 interceptions, whatever. Like, I just think we sometimes forget how good the coaching staff in Kansas City is, and I think
Well,
that's
real quick
kind of-
timeout because I'm looking at last year's schedule for the Chiefs. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 one-score wins. A game that they won decided by one-score margin.
Also, I just want to.
Honestly, Hollywood with his amazing hot take here might not be too far off.
Also,
'Cause who were 2 of those games? They lost. They beat the Chargers in game 1 by 7 points, and then they beat the Chargers in game 2 by 2 points.
and they beat Baltimore by a fucking baby toe.
Isaiah Likely, the toe, like the way who knows how that overtime could have ended
And
up.
Buffalo beat them in the regular season.
They did.
Let's
And-
also not forget. Yes, he is a great defensive coordinator, but what was the score of the Super Bowl?
brother. I would have sucked 10 cocks
Mhm.
just to get to the Super Bowl.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I don't
Sorry, that was
know-
egregious.
No, I don't
but
know if you want to
fuck,
suck
man.
10 cocks. As somebody who lived through 2015, I don't think I would have sucked 10 cocks for that.
That's fair. No, I mean, dude, they've won 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, and then they've lost 2. One to the Tom
And
Brady, and then one last year
I
to the
think
Eagles, man.
the
That's a crazy track record.
I believe the Asta belt that they got, and then the loss they're going to get at home in Arrowhead against Philly in week 2 is going to really
That could really hurt them, honestly. That
Yeah.
could really take the wind out their sails if they lose to the
Because I'm
Eagles at
sorry,
Arrowhead.
they're not going to stop the tush push in Arrowhead.
We know it's crazy.
I
You
hope.
have two of the most physical teams in the league back to back. The Chargers are extremely physical, and so are the Eagles.
I
They're
hope
gonna
they
beat you up
tush
early.
push every play down the field. Just keep
Well,
running
did
it.
you see the statistic that the Eagles theoretically could actually do that?
Yeah.
And they would get a first down like on every third play,
Yeah.
and then you would actually score a touchdown every play if they ran it, or every
But
drive.
that is like you said, the Chargers. They're playing internationally. First off, so they got to fly out there, get their.
Brazil, right?
I don't remember. Get their ass handed to them against the Chargers. Fly back to Kansas City. Hope they don't get hit by a tornado. God forbid. Then they got Philly.
It's Brazil, by the way.
Yeah. Then they got Philly coming in, who were just straight dogs.
Dogs.
You know what? I forgot about this. This is why I had us beating the Rams, by the way. We just got Nick Haley as our new offensive coordinator.
He's from the Rams, isn't he?
Yeah.
He ain't Sean McVay, though.
Oh,
hey, and this is coming from a guy who had Sean McVay as his offensive coordinator, and we let him go be the head coach of the Rams for Jay fucking Gruden. Sorry, Redskins suck.
Smart play.
But he knows the Rams playbook, so that might give us a slight edge in that. And then also thinking back on all the points that you were making, I could actually see us beating the Chiefs this year after all the one game wins that they had.
And since a lot is changing with the Hawk system and some of those refs are no longer reffing because they got caught.
Yeah.
Let's also not forget the Broncos embarrassed the fuck out of the Chiefs 38-0 last year. So like
they didn't play their starters. That was the last game.
Doesn't matter. It still got embarrassed.
Still happened.
Doesn't matter. They're still professional football athletes. Yeah. They should be able to play the game.
Yeah, you're not UFL. But I did pull up the. I did pull.
Say. Starters are, pal.
I pulled up the Eagles.
They ain't paid like Patrick Mahomes though.
Doesn't matter. Still paid to win games.
I still pulled up.
By your argument, any coach can fucking win games.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez,
I mean, you did say that. You did say that.
Brother, I said a couple players they can elevate. You still have Mahomes as your quarterback.
So let me ask you this: it's the Chiefs. Do you really think they're just going to take the shit of the barrel of a player? No, it's the Chiefs. They're going to take a good player. Granted, yes, they're not going to be like the Mahomes.
That's what I was trying to tell you about the kid they got from Ohio State as their tackle. He's going to be really good, dude.
He'll be all right.
He's still a rookie, though.
That LSU kid's going to do wonders on the Patriots.
Second year, but I got to see what he'll do in his rookie year. I'm not going to fully trust that he's going to be a dog.
So,
me and Hollywood got our bet at Hollywood had under 7 wins. I had over 7 wins.
So I got the Eagles pulled up right now because I was curious on what their schedule looks like.
Dude, their schedule's brutal.
I mean, week 1, win. Week 2, definite fucking win. Week 3, close. Possible loss.
Yeah, the Rams played them the best in the playoffs last year in the snow.
The Bucks, that's a win. Broncos, win. New York, win. Vikings, they're going to lose. I got them losing. Giants, win. Losing to Green Bay. Losing to the Lions. Winning, win. Close win. Lose. Lose, win.
So I just counted it. 11 of their 17 games are against playoff teams from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs, Rams, Buccaneers, Vikings, Bills, Washington twice, Chargers, Lions, and Packers. That, dude, I tell you, man, 11 of your 17. I'm with you. They're gonna get first in the division. I don't doubt that. I could see them going 12-5, maybe even get a 13th win. And I mean, that's a tough schedule, though, man. That's a legit.
I mean, they are reigning champions, so it makes sense they get one of the toughest schedules.
Oh, yeah, but dude, their away schedule alone is pretty brutal. You're at Kansas City, at Tampa Bay, at Minnesota, at Chargers, at Green Bay, at Washington, and at Buffalo. Those are pretty much all playoff teams.
Dude, if you look at it, the first half of the schedule is brutal as fuck. Chiefs, Rams, Bucks, Broncos.
Yeah, that's
Then at the end of the year, Commanders, Bills, Commanders again.
back to back
Dude,
to back.
and get this. You're going to fucking Buffalo after Christmas.
Yeah, fucking blizzard weather, brother.
Not only that, you got to go from going to Washington, then you got to go to Buffalo, then you're finally back at home for the last game of the year versus Washington.
Actually, I think Week 18 is going to be their international game. I think that's supposed to be international.
We have an international. I just don't remember who it is.
No, their Week 18 versus Commanders is Lincoln Financial.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're dude. That's why I hate our schedule. If we're actually competing for first, and the last game of the year is for first in the division, and we're at fucking the Link, I'm gonna hate myself.
I mean, that's going to be a good
really?
game.
The only easy game the Eagles have on their schedules is their first one.
Yeah, straight up, dude. I'm with you. They don't have, because I think the Giants. Listen, the Giants are not gonna get 10 wins, but I can see them getting 6 or 7.
I think
And they'll
7.
be competitive.
The Giants have some dogs on their team.
Dude,
Their-
their defense.
their
line
defense-
is
I think probably not this year, but maybe next year. They could look like the Giants from past with
they need
defense.
A quarterback still. I'm sorry, Russ.
Well,
Russell
and,
Wilson.
Hey.
do the Giants still have Singletary?
Jackson
Yeah,
motherfucking
Devin
Dart
Singletary.
out there, my boy.
Well, and Tyrone Tracy, Junior.
Yeah,
Tyrone.
and just
Watch.
those two alone are like
Jackson
gonna
Dart's
do
going
a
to be the
lot for
wonders
them.
they need.
Well, and my thing too. So 2 teams we've talked about on this podcast that were horrific last year that we both think are going to be. I think we all can agree they're going to be a lot better. Is the Raiders and the Bears. So they get the Raiders and the Bears last year. Horrible teams, no doubt. The Raiders got Pete Carroll, Hall of Fame coach, won a Super Bowl. Ashton Genty, who I think's a
What's up,
stud.
bro?
Brock Bowers.
Brock
Bowers.
Dude, Brock Bowers might end up the GOAT. I think, Brian, that's a good take you had. And then the
Oh,
Bears,
okay.
say what you want about Caleb Williams, and
Okay,
I
yes.
agree, but they really set up with a great coach and good offensive weapons.
You know, I'm looking at the Giants' schedule right now.
I'm going to pull it up real quick.
I'm counting them 6 wins.
Dude, I think they have.
I think they take both versus the Cowboys. They beat the Saints.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think they beat the 49ers. I
Yeah.
think they beat the Raiders. And I think they honestly could beat the Patriots.
That'll be a close ass defense.
So-
It's
That'll
going to
be
be
a
the
dog
most
fight.
defensive battle ever.
That'll be a
but I
dog
think
fight.
the Giants could squeak that one out. And maybe versus the Bears, too.
So when it comes to the Chiefs, they're definitely going to lose to the Chiefs, but I think Abdul Carter is going to put some work in on Mahomes.
I'm starting to think you think every team is going to hurt Mahomes.
Not every team. The Bengals don't play them this year.
I mean, after what the Chiefs did last year, it's not unreasonable to say there's going to be a target on Mahomes.
And some of the refs did come out and get caught that they were. This is not
Give them
necessarily.
the look 9,000.
Yeah, kind of. Like, one of them was good buddies with a high gambler, and his gambling buddy told him what he was betting on and kind of helped sway it a little bit, which those are no longer there. But
Did you see that roughing the passer call against the Texans that literally won them the game?
yep.
Yeah, it was so soft.
But I
Was
see.
Daniil Hunter or Will Anderson that like barely touched him or whatever.
They didn't even touch him at all. That's the
Yeah.
thing. He ducked under the
Yeah.
both of them, and they collided against each other, but they called it roughing the passer.
But realistically, I see them losing to the Commanders, beating Cowboys, losing to the Chiefs, losing to the Chargers, beating the Saints, Eagles are loss, Broncos loss, Eagles loss, beating 49ers, beating the Bears, losing to the Packers, losing to the Lions, potentially beating the Patriots, losing Commanders, lose
I just-
Vikings. Raiders is going to be a good one, and then beat the Cowboys.
So can I just say something, because I'm noticing what a lot of us have a common theme of. I'm not saying they're not good, but I had them losing to the Packers, and I think I had my team losing to the Packers. I think Brennan had his team losing. To
I
the
had my
Packers.
team losing the Packers.
Yeah, I think we might be giving the Packers
But
a
here,
little more
so
credit than
here's
they might deserve.
here's where I put the Packers beating us. We're playing in Green Bay.
In Lambeau, yeah.
That's where I'm at because we also play them.
Yeah, we play in. Oh, what the fuck? We all play in Lambeau.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So
and we play them in November.
Yeah,
so that can easily be a cold,
we played them.
snowy ass game.
But you guys get what I'm saying, right? Like I'm not saying the Packers aren't a good team. I'm just saying I think we're giving them a lot of credit where I'm not sure.
Say we play them. We play them in October, so
this is
it's still gonna be cold.
This is the schedule. They have the Lions and Commanders week 1 and 2. Then it goes Browns, Cowboys, then the Bengals, then the Cardinals, Steelers,
win.
Then the Panthers, Eagles.
Those are good.
Then it goes Giants, Vikings, Lions, Bears, Broncos, Bears.
Holy shit.
Ravens, Vikings.
Holy shit.
Their bottom half of the schedule is scary.
Yeah. I forget the division. You got to play the Lions twice, the Vikings twice, and even the Bears make a semi better.
See, and that's the only reason I have us losing to them is because we're playing in Lambeau. If we were playing in Cincinnati, I would think it's probably going to be a closer win for us.
I'm with you guys. I'm just the more I'm looking at the Packers, and I'm not.
And it's mainly the environment that you're playing in. It's
agreed. But that's even. I hate to even talk about it. Jordan Love. Is he talented as shit? Yes.
Say it.
Say it with your chest.
There's two things.
Because I can honestly
consistent as fuck. And I'm not sure he's that good. And then secondly, he's injury prone.
Because I can tell you one thing, I'm not taking him in fantasy again.
No, fuck no. I took him last year and he fucked me. He got hurt the first week.
I took him too.
Jackass. And here's my thing too. You really didn't need a receiver this year. I guess with Christian Watson getting hurt, you could take a receiver. They have a lot more holes in their team to take Matthew Golden. And I like Matthew Golden, actually. I think will be a pretty good player. But I just don't know if that was a first-round pick I would have made at that time. When you have holes on your offensive line and a lot of holes in your defense, and your best corner wants to get traded, and you're trying to work it out, whatever, blah, blah, whatever. I just, man, the Packers are like one team I'm looking at. I can see all three of our, like, we all said we're going to lose the Packers. I can see all three of our teams beating the fucking Packers. Like, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I can see it happening.
I mean, I would love for it to happen.
It wouldn't 100%. Be that big of an upset if you think about it. You know, like, if any of our teams beat the Packers, would you be shocked? Because I don't think I
don't really know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
But then, because again, like the whole reason I have us losing is because we're in Lambeau. The environment and it being October, cold as hell there.
I'm
with you. That's the only reason.
Half of the persona of Lambeau, I think we can say, is built off of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Two of the best quarterbacks to ever walk the face of the earth. And that's why their home record was so good for 25, 30 years. And I just don't know if Jordan Love is that guy. Like, we're acting like he's Aaron Rodgers in a way, right? Like, Aaron Rodgers never lost at home. Yeah. It's fucking Aaron Rodgers.
Now,
as much as you can talk shit on his personal life, as much as you can talk shit about him as a person and whatever, the dude's I would argue he's the best thrower of the football I've ever seen in my life.
So I can tell you one thing.
I agree there. Jordan Love
he's questionable, dude. Yeah.
Say I pulled up
going 6 weeks in a row of 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions a game, dude.
Say I pulled up the
Matt LaFleur be like, I'm gonna bench him. Like it could happen.
I pulled up the Lions because I was just curious. They play Green Bay at Green Bay week 1. I got them winning that game.
It's warm weather. September is not cold. I mean,
no.
I don't care how far. Well, I mean, if you're
Jahmyr Gibbs is going for over 200 yards.
You think that's now you're their defense? I don't think is that good, dude. I'm not trying to talk shit. If there's
we've been dogging on the Cowboys and looking at their schedule. Is it crazy for me to say that they might only be winning 1 or 2 games in this season?
I'm pulling up their schedule now.
Their
schedule is insane. I mean, Eagles week 1, Giants week 2, Chicago week 3, Packers week 4. Just those alone is a rough way to start.
If
The only
anything,
wins, dude, you got the Jets, which I can Jets and Giants.
I think
so
the Giants have the number.
the Giants,
I just think the Giants D line will destroy
the Giants'
Cowboys
defense alone is gonna do wonders. The Jets definitely gonna be a loss. Maybe
The Jets,
depending, the Cardinals could be a win too.
That's my sleeper team this year, dude. I'm telling, if Kyler Murray stays healthy, the Cardinals are. I'm not saying they're gonna win shit, but they're gonna be competitive, and people are not gonna want to play them. If with a healthy Kyler Murray and that little fucker's little fucking running, the dude's got like a 1 foot stride, but he's fast as shit.
Can you do that motion again really quick?
The only game I see the Cowboys winning is probably against Chicago, and even that's questionable at best.
I'm with you. I like Chicago this year, and that's not because of Caleb Williams. I really like Ben Johnson.
I feel like the Jets is going to be their one win.
Jets suck.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I think the Raiders absolutely crushed the Cowboys, especially in
Genty's going for 400, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I think Genty's just gonna destroy him. Honestly, I could honestly see the Cowboys' only win this year being the Jets and maybe stealing one off the Giants.
I was thinking they maybe beat the Giants at home, but I don't think
I was gonna say depending the health of the team, I think maybe they could win against the Cardinals if the Cardinals aren't as healthy.
Well, but you're saying that as the quarterback of the Cowboys.
Wait. When does the new Call of Duty come out this year?
Oh my god.
Is it around the
early October? I think it's early October.
Never mind.
You're brutal, dude. You're fucking brutal. Oh my god.
I mean, it's true though.
I asked the hard hitting question.
It's true. He's not lying about that. It was a true question.
Learn about it.
No, they dude, their schedule.
Texans playing for 2025, or is he still going to be out from that hamstring?
I think he's playing as of now.
Yeah, no, Dak's good. They said he'll be good.
But for how long?
I wasn't sure if it had ever been confirmed.
He's 32 years old,
now,
I think. 32 or 33. Well,
I kind of can see. I can kind of see like it lingering in the back of his mind, and he's not going to be able to play like he was pre-hamstring because he's gonna.
He will not move.
Because I see him second guessing
and start running again.
I see him second guessing, even trying to do some long throws.
You say that until you look at Nico Collins.
Well, brother, Nico, that's a specimen. Jesus Christ. Dak Prescott's 31, and he ain't that athlete. Good God. Nico Collins is built like a freight train. He's like 6'4", 220. Good God.
I'm afraid for him to try to like step into one and like actually like launch it.
That's how he tore, dude. Yeah. That's actually how he tore his.
I think that's
stepping into a throw.
I think it's gonna linger, and he's do a lot of check downs and.
And how does that happen? How do you step into a throw? Yeah.
Yeah, you said it yourself. He's almost 33.
He ain't young.
No.
And that dude, I think that ankle injury a couple years ago against, was it the Giants, when he snapped that bitch in half? Do you remember what I'm talking about? When he like, was it his ankle or his shin bone or something? And like you saw that.
It was like half his ankle and like half of his shin.
It was like so nasty. Yeah, and it's like as a quarterback, when that's your plant leg, or even if it's your back leg, you're planning on that constantly. And if it's not as strong as it was, because it's not, I mean, it's not. Surgery is great. You could be robotic damn near from surgery nowadays. I get that. But you're putting a lot of wear and tear everywhere else on the body to compensate for that kind of injury. And now I'm with Brian a little bit. You tear your hamstring, and then you had an ankle injury. I don't know if it's the same leg. If it's the same leg, holy shit, dude. That one leg is compromised. Yeah, dude. That might be why you tear it, is because you're compensating so much on that leg. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy to think about. And he, like you said, he's 31, about to be 32. That's bad.
Yeah, both injuries on his lead leg. I mean,
that's your plant. That's your plant leg. Oh, fucking A.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that ain't good, Chief.
You
just paid him $60 million a year. Congratulations.
Don't look for some long balls. So, Lamb.
Well, I think the thing that kills the Cowboys too might not even be Dak, let's say CeeDee Lamb has 12 catches, 120 yards, a touchdown, but George Pickens has 3 catches for 40 yards. George Pickens is going to lose his shit.
Yeah.
And he is
Oh, yeah,
going
he's
to
gonna
throw.
be fighting some motherfuckers.
I can't wait
Oh,
for the
yeah.
crash out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got
He's gonna get
crash out.
frustrated quick.
I got crash out coming week 1, third quarter.
I was gonna give him to like week 3, but you might be right. He's gonna try to keep his composure as long as he can, but he's gonna blow, dude.
As everyone might
I'm
know,
who the Cowboys pissed off for that schedule, because
Oh, I'd be so mad. How do we suck last year and then you give us that? But to be fair, that's the same as Eagles and Commanders too. We play the NFC North, Lions, Vikings, Bears, Packers, and then you play the AFC West, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos, Chargers. Like, dude, that's a shitty 2 divisions to get. Those are 2 of the best divisions in football. I mean, you had 3 playoff teams in the AFC West, and you had 3 playoff teams in the NFC North, and then you play all 8 of them.
Yeah.
Next year. That is brutal, dude.
So
and all of them are going to get better. They're not getting worse per se. I mean, it's like.
Well, I wanted to ask this because, as we all know, the Olympics is getting flag football, and they said NFL players can play.
Dude.
I want to know who y'all are picking your 5 players for Team USA. I got my 5.
Running back and 3 receivers.
Quarterback, running back, 2 receivers, and a center who is also a receiver.
Yeah, but I'm putting a receiver at center.
Yep.
I hate this. Yeah.
I got mine.
He can snap the ball 4 yards.
So mine, quarterback, I got Jaden Daniels, Jahmyr Gibbs at running back, Malik Neighbors, Jamar Chase, and I'm going Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, you got Tyreek Hill. Well, Tyreek Hill might be in jail.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he's beating his kid and his wife and shit.
And reason for going Jaden for me over Lamar, Jaden Daniels has flag experience.
Respectable.
I'm going to take my quarterback, Jordan Sinclair. He played flag football in college. He knows the ropes.
Hey, cooked, by the way. Cooked.
I like the Jahmyr Gibbs. Give me Jahmyr. I love that a lot. Give me Justin Jettas. Give me Tyreek Hill. And give me... I'm going to throw a curveball at center. Give me George Kittle.
Dude, I had him at first. But then
he can block if need be, get in the way a little bit so that block the quarterback, waste some time. Or he can go out on a route and fucking absolutely crush.
I love that. See, at one point I was like, what about Brock Bowers?
I love Brock Bowers and George Kittle, but man, would it be sick to have that kind of speed off the line. Right as you snap that ball.
Yeah, but I think...
But you got to think the center's got to play back a little bit and then break off. So that's kind of where I got Tyreek for the speed.
So I'm taking Joe Burrow at QB.
I like that.
Because, I mean, you give him, no pass rush or anything like that. Like, and just give him all the time in the world to sit there and throw that ball. Yeah, it's done for anybody.
Well, there's a pass rushing flag.
Oh, there is? Okay.
After
there's a
5
rusher.
seconds, it's a 5-second countdown, then you go.
Oh, well, that's more than enough time there. If it's 5 seconds, no.
We have to look up. That's a good question, actually. What is the Olympic rules going to be? Because there's multiple. I'm going to look into that.
I don't think they're out yet, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do with that. Sorry, but go Texans. Apologies, man.
Yeah, so Joe Burrow at QB. I'm taking Saquon at running back.
Ooh, you got brick hands.
I'm taking Linderbaum for my center. And then for receivers,
your speed.
Kind of a hard one because I would probably go CeeDee Lamb and Nico Collins. Get like a good fast guy and then just a good big can catch anything.
So we're a different player, but same kind of. You guys are gonna laugh at me. I'm not gonna steal a quarterback that's already been said.
I mean, if you want, you obviously.
I like what I'm going here. Quarterback, I'm gonna go Kyler Murray. With the rusher and his elusiveness, I actually think Kyler Murray could be pretty disgusting at this,
See,
and he's
I
a
thought
baseball
you,
player.
I thought you were gonna say Lamar.
No, I actually think Kyler Murray's like the perfect build for a flag football quarterback. He's got a quick release, played baseball, has a fucking cannon, and he's quick as shit. So I like Kyler, and I'm gonna go the highest graded pass catching running back of all time. And I know he's a little older, but he's quote unquote healthy. I'm gonna go Christian McCaffrey, running back. Receivers, I'm gonna go AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. And that's going to be my. I like that AJ Brown for the size, and then obviously Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson speak for themselves. And I probably would end up putting AJ Brown at center, just for the big body if he needs to get in the middle of the field, and then I let Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson sit on the outside and absolutely cook the fuck out of some welders from Poland or some fucking mechanics from England or some shit, and just let them go to town. Because Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase would go for 500 yards apiece against these boys.
Yeah.
I mean, and then Christian McCaffrey, dude, if it's flag football and he can't get injured, he's only 29. He's not old, but fuck, if his Achilles is healthy, God, like, if it's a big if.
Absolutely cannot wait to bet on it.
Oh, man. You said you would bet on it?
Yeah.
I'm betting the spread. They're going to have us by 35.5, and I'm betting it.
I'm betting yardage.
45.
I am betting Lithuania to cover.
Gonna bet China to
Fucking
cover.
China. I was going to say China. Well, fucking Asians are going to be off the charts, dude.
Imagine China's spreads fucking plus 50. I'm covering.
That might be generous. Yeah, I was good.
Give me the plus 50, boys.
It might be like plus 62, bro. We're gonna put up 100 on these boys.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be a slaughter. I do feel bad. I'm with Hollywood too. The first game, they're not gonna know how good the U.S. is. They're gonna give it like 28.5.
Honestly, I don't even think like they're gonna really go for it. I think they're just gonna play around with them.
And then defensively, if you think about it, like if you go corners, we have Patrick. I mean, we have all the fucking players. Patrick Surtain, J.C. Horn. I mean, you fucking name any.
Stingley.
It's Stingley. Whatever corner you want.
Yeah, I'm 100% taking Stingley every time.
Oh, dude, Stingley's a stud. Well, you technically speaking probably want 3 corners, so you could do. I mean, shit. And then even if you want like a good safety, you go. I mean, Jesse Bates is still a stud. You can go one of these young boys. I mean, I don't give a fuck, dude. Our defense. And you know who I would make our pass rusher? This is where I was going to bring him on my team. Tyreek Hill. Hey, why not? We waits 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5, whatever the fuck the time limit is. After those seconds, and you let him chase the quarterback, ain't nobody outrunning Tyreek Hill. I got the best pass rusher in flag football history.
You know who I'm taking for my pass rusher? Christian Harris.
You're such a homer.
Because he is.
He's going to end up getting suspended.
No, that's Aziz. That ain't Christian Harris.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Aziz. I was say the boy's gonna take somebody's head off clothesline style.
No, I thought it was tackle, my bad.
Oh, that's good shit.
But no, Christian Harris, he not only is he like a good middle linebacker, so he can, intercept the ball if need be, but he's also just fast. I mean,
fast as fuck, agreed.
For a middle linebacker, he is so fast.
Didn't he run like a 4.48 or something stupid?
Yeah, I mean, he is just quick off the jump. I mean, it is ridiculous.
Agreed. No, that's, dude. I don't. It would be unfair. I don't even know why you would even. Why would you even make this a sport? Like what? Like whose idea was it? Like, oh hey guys, this seems like a good idea. The USA is gonna beat the shit out of us. Like what?
Well, I wonder if they just saw how badly we were beating everyone in basketball, and we're like, well, maybe we'll do better in American football.
yeah. Good luck. At least basketball, they got players like Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic that play over, or from other countries. It's a bonus and shit. I mean, dude, football is every single dude is U.S. Like that's crazy to me. I mean, that is like that's wild.
The only reasonable thought I could think is like they were like, well, they keep beating us in basketball. Well, maybe we'll do better in football.
We got this, guys. We got this. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase lineup on the other side. Oh shit, we overestimated it, guys.
I would hate to line up against Lamar Jackson as a DB.
Oh my god. Bro, I wouldn't even want to line up like they were saying. Give me just some random ass tight end, dude. Some random ass tight end's gonna cook my best corner in 2 seconds. I'm gonna be like, oh shit. What are we doing here, guys?
Now, imagine if we were allowed to bring in retired players. Like, imagine J.J. Watt pass rushing you.
God.
Oh, bring back Randy Moss.
Yeah, or like imagine trying to defend Gronk in flag football.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love that.
Gronk's still kind of young, too, as he was crazy.
Bring back Gronk.
But you hear Tom Brady said he would be interested, and everybody was like, Tom Brady is the quarterback? And I was like, that should be horrible. He's slow as fuck. He would not be a good flag football quarterback.
Dude, it doesn't matter at that point. Like you said, just put Tyreek Hill on the outside. Yeah. Tom be like, all right, hut, touchdown.
Every time.
It's like,
hey,
he can just
Shinku from Japan, go fucking press him. Okay.
He could just lob it and be like, go catch.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
If we wanted pure speed, we could just throw Turpin out there. He may not have much else, but he's
right. You're right. You should make him your center and just let him go to town, dude. That would be so great, dude.
No, give me Turpin and Xavier Worthy. Screw it. We're going
I was thinking of Xavier Worthy. I was like, dude, he's so fast. Just tell him to run straight.
Yeah, we're going
like, it ain't hard. Just run straight.
See, I almost want to do Justin Jefferson and then Jamar Chase on my team.
All right, I did. I went A.J. Brown, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. Who the fuck's going to stop any of those guys? Any of them? I mean, dude, you could put.
I don't know. Have you seen some of these rugby players? If they bring like some rugby players, because rugby is pretty similar to football.
Dude, yeah, could you imagine the fucking Samoans just make a V and have this fucking come try and take my flag, motherfucker.
Well,
shit, I'll put some linebackers in that. I'll put a team of linebackers up in there. All right, shit, man. Put Fred Warner, for Christian Harris. I mean, put some of these big boys. Fuck, I put Frankie Louvu in that bitch too. Let him get it down. Frankie Louvu would jump over him until he gets penalized again.
I saw today.
Dude, I'm bringing back Polamalu.
Oh, I was gonna say Luke Kuechly, but I know he's got concussions. But shit, let Luke Kuechly go to town.
Fucking Patrick Willis.
Oh my, no, somebody would get murdered. That'd be bad. That's a
Could
bad
you imagine
idea.
a fucking 5'3" little Chinese guy running across the middle, just getting just fucking.
So,
dude, motherfucker would fly 10 feet, then would get called. The game be called off. Like, all right, we're done here. You guys have a good day. Sorry about this.
There would be a fucking post on social media. So after further review, flag football is no longer going to
shit, we might go to war after that, bro. We might be in World War III after that. They'd be so fucking pissed at us. We're gonna bomb the shit out of you. Fuck you. All right, well, that's fair. That's fair.
I really wouldn't be surprised if like they banned like NFL players or something crazy like that.
No, I hate to be that guy. You should. If you actually want, it wouldn't even be set. You could bring college players. Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State. Just put him at receiver for fuck's sake. What?
The problem is
high school kids and still win.
The NIL won't be big enough for college players.
Oh Jesus, here we go.
I'm just saying.
You are so. You stand on that, dude. I love you because you have like the things you hate the most, and you will find the way to bring them up in every show. Like there will be a way. Brian's saying, I'm gonna fucking bring.
Like, I'm just saying, NIL is just still ruining college sports.
Dude. What did you hear? What the SEC is about to pass? They're gonna pass a salary cap for NIL.
Good. It needs to.
Yep. The SEC is working to do a salary cap, and they're gonna have a commission who is unaffiliated with the schools that will be the ones to enforce it and ensure that it doesn't happen. And the new rule the SEC is trying to do, if you let's just say your booster is Bill Gates, whatever. I don't even know where Bill Gates went to college, but if Bill Gates was your endorser, he can't pay since he's so rich. He can't pay the entire team. It has to be.
I don't think Bill Gates went to college.
And like a reason to get paid. Like you just can't pay a kid $10 million
to show up.
Your booster's rich. Yes, exactly. So
it's like per se Nike. Nike gives such and such
exactly
a mill.
And like let's just say it's Kit Kat or whatever, like some random Skittles. I don't fucking start candy, but like some random company can pay a player at a school, but you cannot just have one rich ass booster as Jeff Bezos that pays the entire team. So the SEC, I'll
Wait,
give some
kind
serious
of,
credit to. They're trying to get
kind of like Michigan did with the quarterback.
Yes, exactly. And the
So
Miami
real
Dolphins
quick,
owners paying Stephen Ross is paying the entire
I
team.
just looked. Bill Gates went to Harvard, but he dropped out. So
Oh, thank God. I was gonna say Harvard might be winning the fucking Natty next year.
he
Jesus.
dropped out to co-found and lead Microsoft. So
Bro,
that
imagine
pretty much.
Harvard gets all the 5 stars. How the fuck did this happen? Oh, Bill Gates. Oh,
So
okay.
Bill Gates threw me a
and
fucking $5 million, bro.
and the
First year, dude, I got 12 mil.
on the topic of college football, today the 12 team moving to a straight seeding model this
I
fall.
like that. I like that. And there's 4 buys now, right? So there's
Yeah.
the first
So
4 seeds get a buy again.
here's my
and then-
prediction: 3 SEC buys and Ohio State buy. That's just gonna look like.
Here's my prediction. Miami Hurricanes have one of the worst records we've had in fucking years
He
because
lost a lot.
It ain't gonna be as worse as Florida State.
Carson Beck's ugly ass is gonna be leading us to fucking
Nothing.
Poverty.
yes,
He's
all of the
horrible.
above.
He is so fucking.
Hey, at least it's not gonna be as bad as Florida State.
Well, Florida State's been poverty pretty much since Jameis. But
Jameis left, yeah, but
yeah, Jordan Travis is all right, but you weren't gonna. No, I think I might go 2-2. Penn State this year, as much as I absolutely fucking hate Penn State, not as much as Michigan. I could burn the school of Michigan down and be happy as a pig in shit.
I can't wait
But
till you have a
Penn State
child so I can
sucks.
send Michigan stuff for their birthdays and
burn that
Christmas.
shit. I'll put that shit in the fire pit and I'll piss on it and maybe take a shit on it as I fucking burn it. I'll burn my asshole to take a shit on that. Anyways,
It's gonna
yeah, no, I can see Penn State's gonna be good this year too.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely with you. SEC's gonna have SEC's. Texas is gonna be good again. Georgia's gonna be really good.
Texas, Georgia, and probably Alabama.
Yeah, Bama always. Man, losing Milroe's gonna hurt. I don't know who their backup is or who they recruited.
I mean,
but Milroe's.
I can tell you it's not gonna be Tennessee.
No.
Speaking of,
yeah, I knew you'd do it.
speaking of Tennessee, do you see that Adidas's jerseys are gonna be coming back?
Dude.
Adidas. So they were in the process of talking with Nike, with renewing their contract, but Adidas came in and was like, "Here's a couple $100 million. Wear us again."
Dude, Adidas, and Brandon can speak to this, Adidas is doing very well in the other football world, not American football, but soccer. Dude, Adidas has more money than people think, man.
Oh yeah.
Like Adidas.
I mean, yeah.
Adidas is sneaky. Soccer has soccer is internationally, worldwide, absolutely fucking famous as hell. Adidas is farming that kind of money right now. And
I mean, yeah.
if they want to put their feet back into American football, they have the money to do it.
Say, don't they have Mahomes signed with them? I think he's Adidas.
I'm not. That's a good question. I'm not sure if Mahomes is.
It's Googleable.
But I know, if I'm not mistaken, Lionel Messi, who's the biggest star in the world,
he is.
he's Adidas.
Well,
That's a good question. Is Mahomes Adidas? That's a really. I didn't know that. I thought he was Nike, but if he's Adidas,
I think he's Adidas.
Dude.
Okay, so for European football, you have Lionel Messi, Jude Bellingham, Jurgen Klopp, Lamine Yamal, and Mohamed Salah,
You're
Paul
good, yeah.
Pogba.
Jeez.
For American basketball, you have Anthony Edwards, Aaliyah Boston, Damian Lillard, James Harden, Candace Parker, Haley Van Lith. For other sports, you have Patrick Mahomes, Billie Jean King, Noah Lyles, and Tom Daly.
Say, Travis Hunter just signed with Adidas as well.
Oh my god.
There you go.
And yeah, Mahomes is Adidas since 2017.
I was gonna say,
crazy.
I was in the mall and I remember seeing the Adidas store and I saw a big thing, a picture of Mahomes. That's why I remembered he was
I never
Adidas.
knew that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what's annoying about that? He's not allowed to wear Adidas in his games. The NFL will fine him because Nike is the quote-unquote owner of the equipment.
He can't wear Adidas cleats?
I don't. You have to look at. I don't know. Yeah,
I
don't
just
think they
looked
can.
at
You
an
have to
article
wear-
really quick, and the number one top earning Adidas athlete so far is Messi.
Yeah.
and he signed a lifetime contract in 2017, reportedly earning him $27 million annually.
Every
I
fucking
mean, I
year.
can't say I'm
So-
surprised.
So,
like, I'm not even a
Adidas
soccer
has
fan, and I
So-
know who Messi
fucking-
is.
Jordan,
Yeah.
Mahomes is wearing Adidas's.
How is that allowed? I thought the NFL fines you. Well,
I
Messi
think you
does.
can wear.
Probably
I
just
think-
pays the fine.
I was gonna say.
I
they,
think
they,
Cleat-
Adidas is probably like, hey, sign
Yeah.
the check. That's fair. I didn't think about that. They probably just fine you.
But
and then
yeah,
Adidas
like-
pays it.
He's got.
I mean, actually, Adidas has been handing out money. That Damian Lillard signed a 10-year, $100 million extension with Adidas in 2014.
Good God.
So, I mean, granted, so yeah, that's.
And they got
just-
the best young, in my opinion, the best young superstar in the league. Anthony Edwards
Anthony
is
Edwards, yeah.
23.
Oh,
Damn.
well, would you look at that?
Yeah,
David
Adidas.
Beckham is also a part of the Adidas team.
Holy
Signed a
fuck.
lifetime endorsement deal with Adidas in 2003,
I thought-
valued at $160 million.
I thought he was
Yeah.
Nike.
But they probably bought him out.
they probably
Bought him
out.
the fuck out.
I thought he was like Nike, but I mean, it makes sense.
Well, and that was back when OBJ was like at the height of all the hype around him.
I just want
Dude,
to put
they
it.
actually have some insane
Oh,
athletes.
I'm gonna wait for Jordan to come back for me to state what I'm about to state.
Oh goodness.
You know, I wonder if Adidas is regretting that decision now, seeing how hard OBJ has fallen off.
I mean, probably, but
Was-
at the same time, he's still a big name. Where if he gets thrown in a
was it-
commercial, then it's probably okay.
When Jordan was going to sign, was it Converse or Adidas that was going against Nike?
Just Converse, I think.
Okay. I was gonna say I feel like they're
Yeah,
shooting
'cause
themselves in the foot for
Converse
that one.
was like the big one back then.
You're right. Could you imagine if Air Jordan was Converse's though?
I mean, people are gonna hate this take, but like, I have Jordan 1s in my fucking closet behind me, so fight me if you want. But Jordan 1s, in my opinion, were probably a little bit replicated off of high top Converses because
Oh, they most definitely
they're the
were.
same, like they're just
The design is the
that's
same.
More, yeah, it's just more bulkier, just more to it. But it's just the same design basically.
Yeah.
Well, and Converse were the top of like the game back at that time. Like they had a hand in everything.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I mean, they had Larry Bird was like their main sponsor.
Say Magic Johnson was he signed with Adidas, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
yes, I think he was Adidas. Yes. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Oh, time for this hot take. Let's hear it. Hot take time.
So,
Jordan, you ready for
Jordan.
this one?
Yeah.
I looked it up, and you know what's funny? Mahomes is Adidas, so I was curious on what Dylan Raiola wore. Adidas. He's wears Adidas's too.
Bro, I
The
don't like this kid.
the same cleats, but okay. Let me just say, Nebraska is an Adidas school, but still,
Nebraska, first of all. They
he's
suck.
he's wearing literally what the same cleats Mahomes is wearing.
Brother, he is a
That's
tier
wild.
1 glazer, my guy.
Do you think he got like the dad bod over the off season too?
He's always had it, to be honest. Like he doesn't look like a quarterback. He really doesn't.
What year is his class where he would go to the draft?
This year or next year, I can't remember.
When he'll be undrafted, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
He fucking sucks, dude. I don't even know if I worry about that right now.
Could
Oh
you?
my god, you know it'd be great if he goes undrafted and the Chiefs sign him. Oh my god.
I mean, I'm sorry. All right, what's the next topic? I'm gonna lose my shit. I
Well,
can't
it
stand it.
depends. We have a
Ew.
topic that you potentially and I wanted to cover, or we can
Is
potentially.
this the one I want to throw my bitch fit about?
I think it
I
is. So
think
let it
so.
rip, Tater Chip.
Just say the topic for me so I know, because there's two of them I'm gonna lose my shit at.
Well, it
Can I
depends,
j-
'cause one
okay,
of them is
I'm gonna-
about,
I'm gonna put my opinion
One
in.
one's WNBA,
So-
and the other one's about two men going at each other.
So I'm gonna
well,
say
that's what
my.
I was gonna say.
I was
kinda
gonna
was
go-
thinking either or.
I was gonna WNBA because, in my opinion, Miss Flop needs to relax.
I mean, can we talk about the hypocrisy of her pushing somebody before she got fouled? Like,
okay, so
calm down.
This is hot for me. I cannot stand Angel Reese. The only reason she has as many rebounds as she does is because she be catching her own misses.
That much, yeah. She's horrible. Dude, so you know what the best take I heard? Texan, are you familiar with Nick Wright from First Things First?
Yeah.
Okay. His best take, he has a side podcast, and he had a Q&A. His best taste I've ever heard in my entire life. The dude goes, how do you feel about the Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark rivalry? His exact answer.
Rivalry.
Yeah, his exact answer was, well, for it to be a rivalry, I think Angel Reese needs to get better. And he got torched.
Thank you.
He got fucking torched. The entire comments, you're a scumbag, you're a racist, you're this, you're that. There's, okay.
No, that doesn't even surprise me. It really doesn't.
There is zero to do. No one in this fucking chat is racist. That has nothing to do with this conversation. Angel Reese, if she was fucking purple, yellow, I don't give a shit. She sucks. She sucks. She can get a rebound. She can't make a fucking layup. She took a foul from Caitlin Clark that wasn't even that bad. It's called a take foul. So in basketball, I think we all are familiar with how basketball works. When you are the defender and you see somebody getting an easy layup, it's called a take foul. You just take the foul and you make sure they don't make the layup to get an and-one. Caitlin Clark literally slapped down on her arm to make sure she didn't make the layup. The bitch flops like she's freaking LeBron half the time. And I love LeBron, but I'm sorry, he flops too.
He's a tier 1 flopper.
Tier 1 flopper. She flops, and then she gets up and acts like it was motivated by something else. It's called basketball. And as Brendan said, you just pushed the fuck out of Aaliyah Boston in front of you, which was a foul that wasn't called. Caitlin Clark literally does this, like, did you not see that? And then goes, okay, well, I guess I have to foul her to not give her an easy layup. And then the entire fan base wants to say that it's racist? It's called a sport, bro. Like, there's not... It's 2025, dude. We're not in the 1970s anymore. Can we please stop acting like it?
Dude, anyone that calls it race just doesn't know the sport. I'm
going
to say it.
So,
you don't know the sport, and you've never played the sport a day in your life.
Bleacher Report just posted this, if you have it up.
Oh, God.
The stream.
Let me pull it up just to get mad.
I do?
I'm going to just say it like it is. The only reason the WNBA is even being talked about right now is because of Caitlin Clark. It is what it is.
Amen. Great take, brother. Great take. You are a million% correct.
I mean, yeah, let's not bite the hand that feeds us, but, you know.
Yeah. And
you ready for this, Jordan?
Let me... Oh, yeah, play it. I see...
There's a lot of bumping and chippiness at half court between Rhyne Howard and Caitlin Clark. And last game, Rhyne Howard's defense and shot clock. There's a lot of bumping and chippiness at half court between Rhyne Howard and Caitlin Clark. And last game.
I hate to break that up. Are we really?
She is such a class act, you know. She doesn't feed into all this shit, but people still want to claim that she's like.
It's I'm
gonna lose my shit on this conversation. I gotta keep myself cool because
it's literally Caitlin proved that she's the all-around better player by dropping a fucking triple-double in her fucking first game.
Mouth.
You know what that means? She can fucking score. She can pass the fucking ball. And guess what? She can rebound too. The perfect fucking package for a basketball player. That is what you want. That is what you want your league to have, and they have it. But everyone's jealous that they don't have it. Just stop being jealous and just accept it.
She's a beast. She
is.
Not even just that. People gloss over this.
Oh, I know.
She almost beat Stephen Curry in a 3-point contest.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think she lost by like what, 2?
It was like 2, yeah, 2.
Like that is insane. Like Stephen Curry is known as one of the best 3-point shooters of all time for a reason.
I think he's the best 3-point shooter of all time, and she is like 20 years old, 22 years old, 23, whatever she is, dropping it in his mouth, man. Like, hey, come on, let's go. She's an animal, dude. And Brandon said it best. People are jealous And I hate to say it, there is a bit of that factor of, unfortunately, the race involved. People are upset because she is a white girl coming in there and she is an absolute fucking beast. Like, say it how it is, man.
Yep.
I hate to say it that way, but it's true. Girls are jealous that she is as good as she is.
I was gonna
And
say, I hate to break it to you, but it is just the jealousy thing because when Larry Bird
yeah,
broke into the NBA,
yeah,
they
I
weren't
was
jealous
gonna.
of him. They fucking respected the man,
Yes.
and they loved playing him. They
Let's
showed that man so much respect. It's crazy.
let's just also put this out there.
All the trash
Who
she talked.
who
Yeah.
who's
Trash
got
talk.
the Nike
God.
deal and who's got a McDonald's deal?
Let them know, King. Let them know.
There you go.
Let them know.
It's as simple as that.
Hey Brian, look what finally showed up.
Oh, you're Jordan or
Awesome.
John Cena?
The farewell tour, John Cena.
That's awesome. Little chibi.
Fuck yeah.
No, dude, it's just true. Like, this argument makes me so furious because people are making it something it's not, dude.
It's
They're two basketball players and one is way better than the other.
and
It's
in
that
in
simple.
full retrospect, Caitlyn doesn't really care for there to be a rivalry.
She's too good.
She just wants to play ball.
Yeah, she literally just said she literally said that in a press conference. Look, I'm just here to play basketball and do what I'm paid to do. I'm not here to,
So
you know,
I'm also gonna
beat rivals and.
I also want to put this out in the world. I hope she goes and plays overseas so the WNBA goes back to what it was viewership wise.
I do too. Did you hear the
I mean,
statistic?
yeah.
They were flying commercial until the year she got drafted. She brought in so much advertisement money they were able to fly private.
Yeah.
That was literally because of her. You want to
Like,
go back to flying commercial?
Do you
Shit, I'll
want
fly with you
Not
to
trying to
fucking
be
wherever.
mean, but do you want to go back to poverty?
do you want to go from selling out a 17,000 person stadium
Amen.
to back to 3,000 maybe?
The girl's a beast. Accept it and move on.
I mean, yeah, like I just don't get why we have
No,
to hate on her.
I'm
So
not
bad.
saying everyone has to love her, but give her flowers. She has helped the
That'd be
sport.
And don't get me wrong,
LeBron
I
James
would
and
give
Josh
Angel
Hart beefing over
I
who's
would
better.
give Angel Reese her flowers if she deserved them, but she does not deserve them because she is the most average basketball
Listen.
player possible. There's a reason she wasn't taken in the top 5 or the top 10. I don't even.
I could go to the NBA and get me 10 rebounds a game.
Well, to be fair, you're pretty fucking big though.
You could fucking get
I could
75 rebounds.
I could rebound my own shot 10 times a game and get a double-double.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you're the same size as Brittany Griner, who averages like fucking 13 rebounds a game. Yeah, you'd be all right.
It's like it's common sense, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, this conversation. The fact that this is a national topic just shows how embarrassing sports media is right now.
Well, that just leads into the next one. Ryan Clark and RG3. RG3, if you somehow see this 100% in the right, it was your opinion, and everyone is able to have a fucking opinion.
Thank
you
you
for speaking out and saying what everyone wanted to fucking say and thinking. You are a legend for that, and I fucking appreciate you.
And Ryan Clark, the race baiting bullshit you want to put out about his fucking wife, bro, shut the fuck up, dude. You were a great football player. I loved you as a safety. You won a Super Bowl with the Steelers. Congratulations. Nobody gives a shit about that. You're in the media now. That was a piece of shit take, dude. Bringing in somebody's personal life, it doesn't matter who the fuck he marries. Like, what, dude? Like, that's such a trash ass take because he married a quote unquote, what do you say, a milk woman?
He's a milkman. He's a milkman.
Yeah,
is what
what the
saying.
fuck, dude?
What's
Don't be jealous about a guy who's successful and has a wife that's successful. Shut up.
truthfully
all that tells me is Ryan Clark knew he had no counter argument because RG3 was so fucking correct that he had to just say something, and this is what he landed
bingo,
on.
100%.
Look like a fucking clown, dude.
He is
like
a clown. He should be fired.
Clown maneuver, bro.
I hate calling for people's jobs. He should be fired.
These ex-professional athletes who have these positions in media, some of them truly do not belong.
No, he doesn't deserve it. After a take like that, you need to be fired immediately.
Yeah.
And ESPN, the fact that you haven't done it yet is trash.
It's
yeah, you don't attack someone's family.
Hell no.
Simply
That's a lie,
for a comment that you don't like.
Exactly.
Like, okay, cool. You can disagree with the take, sure. You know, everyone disagrees at some point, but you don't attack someone's family.
Preach.
You never make
because of that.
Exactly.
never make it personal. What did she say to you? First of all, was it between if you had beef with it, it's between you and Robert.
Yeah.
What the hell does his wife have to do with anything?
So my opinion on this whole thing is if you feel like you have to bring a wife into it or a significant other, could be husband or whatever, you're losing the argument
wrong.
because you have
Yeah.
nothing to back anything else.
Yeah, and you were
Exactly.
1,000% correct.
You don't have a leg to stand
Yeah.
on, so you have to take it somewhere else.
And hope that it progresses another way.
And all he was hoping is that the media would agree with him. Hate to break it to you, Ryan. Everyone agreed with Robert because they knew his take was legit and it made sense. And he had arguments to back it. He wasn't just talking out of his fucking ass.
Yep.
Yeah, and first of all, by the way, and I hate to say this, sorry, media everywhere because you guys suck. If the media agrees with you, usually that means you're kind of wrong to begin with because the media sucks. So even if that's what you're fishing for, congratulations, because most, like Brennan just said, the entire public disagreed with you.
Yep.
Like, what do you even? Yeah.
100%.
That would be like me making a take and Stephen A. Smith agreeing with me. I would immediately backtrack.
That's fair. He did, but then he would yell into the camera at you.
Then he would tell you to
That's
stay
fine.
off
He can
the
yell
league.
all he wants, but I'm taking back whatever I said that he agreed to.
Agreed.
Have you guys seen the video of AJ Brown and what they said is one of the most
world's deadliest gym or something?
Yeah. Have you seen this workout?
Yeah, this dude. I might have to draft him in fantasy.
I'm pulling up the workout right now.
AJ Brown's a stud,
It was
dude.
oh my god. Like this is just absolutely
Stay in there! Better not stop. Yeah! Come on! Come on! Come on, stay in there! Stay in there! Do a 50? Good. 15 down. There we go. This way! This way! Wait! Now! Time is mentioned. Come on, now. Let's go! Let's go! Way to tap in. Way to tap into your Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. That's what they do. Boom. 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 Yeah. Boom. Come on. Boom. Come on. Boom. Yeah. I gave you 3. Give me 2. I gave you 3. Give me 2. Yeah. We want to see. This one we want to see. Yeah. Watch out. He gonna eat this shit. Come on, AJ. Eat this shit. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Everybody watching now. Come on. Now you got to shine, bro. Shine with your legs. Now you got to shine with your legs. Shine with your legs. Put down, AJ. Let's go. Put down, AJ. Legs. There we go. It's in it. Right there.
Well, he was actually after Peyton Manning, second overall, but then there was another. I thought there was another good quarterback in that draft. Whatever. Sorry, but no, dude, that's one of the worst draft picks. The entire fucking country said, "Oh, there's no way the Commanders don't go Christian Gonzalez here. The dude's a specimen, and he fell to 16. You got to take him." We take Emmanuel Forbes, who absolutely no one thought we were going to take. And then Bill Belichick, the greatest defensive coach of all time, is licking his chops and goes, "Oh, fuck, thanks." And now he's an all-pro, and he's probably, in my opinion, a top 5 corner in the league as a third-year player. And he's only going to get better. And Emmanuel Forbes is on the practice squad of, like, the Rams or some shit. And
yeah, because didn't the Commanders just straight release him? They didn't even, like, trade him or anything. They just
dude,
released
he was fucking
him.
horrible. Dan Quinn got in there and tried his best for, like, 3 weeks and then was like, "Yeah, you suck." And, yeah, then he...
Speaking of Bill, did you hear he went to his fiance's pageant and was sitting next to her dad?
Couldn't even win Miss Maine.
It's also crazy.
Bill Belichick could be her dad's dad.
It's been confirmed that her dad is like 40 something.
I get it, Queen. Get that bag when he dies. Get all the bread, but like,
Oh man,
have some dignity.
I hope
Fucking
Travis.
Chair's breaking.
I hope Travis Hunter signed a prenup.
Oh,
Him
yeah, I saw he got married.
and his
Oh,
fiance
yeah,
are
yeah.
getting
He's
married
waiting in the
this
car as you
weekend.
speak.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, she's at the altar. He's just sitting.
she's
there
getting
waiting.
primed up for the night.
So who are y'all looking forward to seeing in the 2026 draft? Like, who do y'all think's going to be some of the top prospects? Because there's a lot of hype around Arch Manning. I don't see it personally.
I think he's not going to go this draft. I think he's going to play another year and go in the 27 draft.
Holy shit! Really?
Yep.
Yeah, he'll get a bag from fucking Texas.
And which it'll be good because I think that'll help him develop even more to be then not maybe first round, but or first overall, but definitely a first round.
It's actually a good question. I have no idea.
No, I'll be honest with you. I mean, this is my homer take, but I'm obviously I'm an Ohio State fan, but the dude is a fucking stud, and it's not Jeremiah Smith. It's Caleb Downs, the safety at Ohio State.
Yep. You know what? I 100% agree with that. Downs is an absolute dog.
Dude, I don't think people understand how good that kid is, man. Like, holy shit. People thought he was
Who
able
was
to.
it that? Who was it that he locked down? And I think it was against Alabama. Like, he completely shut them down. I mean,
No, I think we didn't play Alabama. It was Texas, I believe, is the game you're talking about.
oh yeah.
in the
No, he
playoff, yep.
completely shut Texas down. I mean,
Yep.
and Texas has some good receivers right
Dude,
now.
Matthew Golden was drafted by the Packers in the first round. Like,
Oh yeah.
no, Caleb Downs is the truth. And then the kid from Bama, they have an offensive lineman, not Proctor, maybe Proctor. Let me Google 1 second. I think it's Proctor. 1 second. Yeah, Caden Proctor, tackle from Bama. Dude, kid's a specimen. He's gonna be good too. That's why I was saying, man, there's some good offensive linemen in the next draft, and I think that's why I was sorry because we keep talking about the Texans, but man, the Texans are gonna get, I think, a really good offensive lineman in the next draft, and that's when I think them boys are gonna be fucking legit.
Well, and I don't mean to keep bringing up the Texans, but like, I mean, they are a hot topic right now.
Well, when you got C.J. Stroud, brother,
Well, not just CJ. We've got Will Anderson now, and then we just absolutely killed it this draft with Jaden Higgins, Jalen Knoll, Ursery.
Agreed.
Forget who else we picked up.
You guys had a good draft. No,
it was a great draft.
Yeah, I believe I gave you guys an A. So we did the.
I think so too.
Yeah, but this whole draft, they say like how good the quarterbacks are. God forgive me, I'm in the same boat as Texan, Brendan, and Brian on this one. Arch Manning, I don't think's that good. The kid from Penn State, oh god,
Drew Aller.
Drew Aller. I've watched him a couple years. He sucks. Not just because he goes to Penn State, he fucking sucks. Cade Klubnik from Clemson, I don't think he's that good. Garrett Nussmeier from LSU, I don't think he's that good. Everyone's like, oh, this quarterback draft class is gonna be great.
All right, well, let me ask you this though: before the season kicks off, who do you think out of the guys you just named has the best chance to take a jump to solidify themselves as a top 5, let's just say, prospect quarterback?
Oh,
Penn State's.
Oh, really? You think Aller?
I think Aller. Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
I gotta be honest. I think it's Garrett.
I think it's LSU. Yeah, LSU's got some talent too, man.
It depends.
See, I could see Drew Aller though. Drew Aller is damn good.
Dude,
I don't see him being top 5, but I do see him being top 10 for sure.
I was gonna say the kid from South Carolina, Sellers. Lenore Sellers, I think is his name.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking.
Yeah.
Lenore's, something.
Dude, that kid is a straight athlete, and he's got a cannon. Like that, he strikes me as the guy that could pull off like not a Caleb Williams. He's more mobile than that, and he's not Cam Newton. He's not built like that, but like you get what I'm saying?
I mean, he's kind of like Lamar Jackson in a way.
Yeah. No, same build, tall, skinny, has a good arm, but runs his dude's fucking mobile. I like, dude, Sellers from South Carolina would be probably my answer for that. And South Carolina seems to actually everyone. I mean, they're never like a great team. They're good. They're not great, but they always have decent receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the dude on Carolina. The guy that with the great Southern drawl,
Xavier
Leggett.
Leggett.
You got Deebo Samuel back in the day. Like, I mean, they come out with decent receivers. So if you give him some decent receivers, and he had a great year last year, I think Sellers, dude.
Speaking
I
of
don't know.
USC, what do you think of Jacoby Lane?
Yeah, well, that's true too. That's fair. That's fair. Now, there was an Ohio State kid too. Who's the receiver from Ohio State coming out next year? Tate, I think is his name. Cornell Tate. You want to bring up Jacoby Lane? Cornell Tate, dude. Like, we're talking receivers, man. There's some good receivers next draft too. The kid from Ohio State's really good. He's gonna get overshadowed, kind of like Emeka Egbuka did this year with Jeremiah Smith, but he's really good. Like you said, dude, Jacoby, that motherfucker's nasty.
You know who I hope we really get actually in the draft is Isaiah World. If the Texans can get Isaiah World,
I don't know if he'll fall. I mean, that's fair. I mean, when do you guys think you'll be drafting?
Really, I think it really depends how the season goes. But after the trades, I think we actually do have a first-round pick this upcoming draft.
Yeah, I think you do.
From all the trades and stuff we made.
But isn't World the kid that's like 6'10", 6'9", or some shit?
Something like that. He's a
huge.
freaking nature.
Yeah. That could be, you talking non-quarterbacks jumping up.
What team did the fucking Falcons trade up with this draft and give a first rounder? Was it the Texans?
Oh, it might have been. I know we have a first round pick, but I don't remember who we traded with.
Yeah, I think it was the Falcons. That's when they took James Pierce.
Yes. I think.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah.
So
that's when we got
two. Shit, then you could package it and trade up.
Trade up, yeah.
Shit, we could get Caden Proctor and Isaiah World if possible, if we play it right.
I won't talk to you for a year, bitch. I swear to God, I won't talk to you for a year.
Before I forget,
pull that off, I will. Oh my God.
Before I forget,
we need O-line, so.
Dude, then we're gonna have this conversation next year, and I'm gonna fucking say Super Bowl favorites if you get both them boys. Holy fuck.
Before I forget, Slugger Spotlight.
Oh yeah, god damn it, man.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I've had the ESPN batting stats pulled up in front of me for like
me too.
15 minutes, and I don't know who I want to go with.
Oh, I know who I want to go with.
I forgot who I chose.
Seeing as I have the first this week.
How many points did you get last week?
Oh yeah, let me look. It's in my notes.
I had a fat.
It wouldn't be last week. It would be the
2
week
weeks.
before.
I had a fat 0.
I had 1.
So
Alex
Kyle
Bregman
Schwarber
had 1.
I would say Kyle Schwarber ended up getting me 2 points. He had Sunday, May 11th, 2 homer game, and then Wednesday, May 14th, had a 1 homer game.
And I had 1 point from Alex Bregman. Got me 1 on the second to it was a Wednesday or Tuesday. Because I remember texting Brendan. I said, "Thank you, fucking God."
So even though Schwarby does or is tied with Ohtani leading the MLB in home runs, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick somebody I've picked before, and that could be a cop out. I don't care, sue me. But give me Cal Raleigh again.
Fuck.
I've been a big Cal Raleigh fan this year.
That's who I was gonna go with.
I've been really loving Cal Raleigh's game. North Carolina boy, so give me him. Brian? No, who is it?
You Brian got first pick last time.
No, you.
I did, dude. I would not pick Alex Bregman first, but I'll go last again. I mean,
no, you can go second then.
Well, you want to talk about a cop out? You ready for this? Brendan, you ready for my cop out?
Let's hear it.
Shohei.
I won't pick him again. Last time I picked him, he hit 0 home runs.
I know. I picked him once too. I picked him literally the next week, and he got 0 home runs. And then I picked Aaron Judge, who got like 25 hits and no home runs.
All right, my slugger is typed out, so I know. Brian?
Shohei Ohtani.
Dude, I almost went the hot bat of Pete Crow Armstrong, but I was like, no, I can't.
I was thinking about Corbin Carroll. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I'm gonna go Shohei.
I was also thinking Taylor Ward, but I was like,
well, that would have been a good pick.
I'm gonna go.
Then Trent Grisham was also talking to me like the Green Goblin mask, and I was like, oof.
I'm just feeling Shohei. Talking to me like the Green Goblin mask.
Really want to go an Oriole, but I'm not gonna go an Oriole.
Don't do that.
Suck.
Don't do that.
I was gonna go Henderson.
Yeah, Jesus.
But
you need points here, brother.
Eight losses in a row, man. That's
and honestly, if you were to go any Oriole, you'd fucking go the home run leader in Cedric Mullins, but that's fine.
Who never hits home runs this year.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Aaron Judge.
I hope he doesn't do what he did to dude. He'll get 30 hits, but the motherfucker get no home runs. He'll get 10 doubles.
Top 3.
Watch, he's gonna get like 5 home runs. Now that you said that,
I hope you're right because he.
I think we're on a favorable. I think we're favorable matchup coming up here. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we have the Rockies at Coors Field coming up, so that's actually very
bad.
Hey,
so I don't know if this is crazy. I'm gonna take Logan O'Hoppe for mine.
Oh wow,
that's not bad.
That's really not a bad pick. I didn't know you knew ball like that. Shit.
Solid. He's what 14 home runs so far this season.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, 23 at bats, 4 homers, 10 RBIs.
Dude, he's hitting 275, 14 home runs, almost 30 RBIs this year. The motherfucker's legit. I'll give you that. That's a good pick.
That's a great pick.
That's a great pick.
Didn't know you knew ball like that there, sir.
Yeah, I've been brushing up. Like, I don't watch baseball. It's too boring for me, but...
All I know is Minnesota needs to get their fucking shit together. I just looked at the score.
What is the score? Because I bet on the Thunder.
83-68. Thunder's winning.
Good lord.
I had Thunder 7.5.
I just need the players to be doing some shit, okay?
Bro, Panthers are beating the 4-0 with 5 minutes left in the fucking third.
God, it gives me an enraging boner.
This is going to be a 4-0. The Hurricanes have absolutely nothing.
Gives me
PK Subban was talking about, Brennan, that pissed me off the most.
What's that?
What?
He literally said, he was like, I know the Hurricanes beat them 4-1, but I really think the Capitals would give the Panthers a better series than the Hurricanes. And I was like, shut the fuck up, dude.
I mean, yeah, we definitely would have, which sucks,
I know, we just played so bad.
The Heart, what my opinion.
We literally shot our own self in the foot. Lost game 1 in overtime off the most bullshit little trickle-in bounce.
My whole opinion is the Heart just wasn't there anymore.
I told Brennan, I think we were gassed from trying to.
No, they just turned it on and off. Like 1 game they played fantastic, 2 games they played shit. 1 game good,
and
2
my
games shit. It's like,
my
what do we do?
big take.
Can't win that way.
My big take is, I personally feel that Ovechkin took the second series off.
Brother, he was gassed.
Yeah,
he's old. I mean, we when legends get old, we have a hard time recognizing that they're fucking old, man.
But how many shots on goal did he take?
I think he had 0 in like 2 games in a row. I know that.
At least take some shots. I'm not asking you to play like 3 minutes out there on a. But like, come on.
And you know what sucks about it the most is we're not paying him cheap, right? Like the problem is we're paying a 40-year-old a fuck ton of money to be 40 years old.
Yeah.
I that hurts my heart to say because Ovi, I love you. God, dude, Ovi, I would marry you and have your kids if I could. I swear to God. But unfortunately, when you get to this stage,
and I get
life,
Tom wanting to change the momentum, but
that was
a little smarter, please.
But that's the problem with Tom Wilson every time, man. I love Tom Wilson. He's a fucking hot rod, dude. He's a loose cannon. When he gets in his own head in a way, like you said, he wants to. In his head, he's like, "I'm gonna give him momentum. I'm gonna try to start something, spark something."
Now, the hit that he gave in the first series that changed the momentum, yes. Yeah, well, but come on.
He skated, mother. God, anybody.
Yeah, deep fucking.
Logan.
I was gonna say depleted, and I was like,
I give Logan his props. He did everything he possibly could.
Your cousin.
Logan stood on his fucking head.
Without your cousin, we would have gotten destroyed.
Yeah.
Like,
look, I'm not trying to be a dick, Charlie. I love you, but if Lindgren wasn't net, it would have been 10-0 every game.
Oh, dude, it wouldn't have been close.
Every fucking game.
Logan Thompson did everything he could for us. Now that.
And I'm gonna give some players props, like Chicherin.
Yeah.
You played your heart out. Matt Roy, you actually played your heart out.
Matt Roy did.
Fucking, but some of our offense, you guys
dude,
fucking
Protus
suck.
didn't show up really. Protus had the 1 goal in game 2. Like
that defense to offense transition through mid was horrific against the Hurricanes.
Oh, dude, between the lines, we were horrific.
Yeah, horrific.
Horrific. Like.
Doing one too many passes, trying to do the fancy shit instead of taking shots on goal that can produce rebounds, that can produce fucking scrumming in front of the net. Like
majority of our
goalie, make the goalie feel good.
Thank you.
Majority of our offense can get the puck there themselves. Play the selfish game.
And I love McJesus. Didn't do shit. I fucking love McJesus. Our McJesus, not the real McJesus, but our McJesus.
Play the selfish game. Get the puck to the net because guess what? That rebound could have been there.
And that's my thing too. When you watch the Oilers, say what you want. Their defense sucks. The goalie's not.
You watch the Oilers or Dallas, they're just fantastic.
Yeah. Like McDavid and Draisaitl, I promise you, those motherfuckers, if you're not doing shit, they're gonna get to the goal.
Yeah.
Like they will do it themselves, and they might not score the goal. They're gonna get a shot though, like you said, make a rebound, make a scrum. They know what they got to do.
That's some of my take with how Ovechkin was. Even at 40, he can get the puck to the net.
He's a big body, 6'4", 240.
He can get there, and then the rebound could have been there if he didn't score it.
This is the shitty part. Is like Hurricanes fans were talking. Yeah, no, they were talking like all this shit. Like their team is actually good, and they're not, and they're being exposed for that right now. And it's just like literally all the Caps had to do is get through Carolina, and this would have been.
Yep, and that's what paid me, dude. I am every series I've been right in the NHL so far, except I had Vegas beating Edmonton. So I had Dallas getting to the conference finals and Edmonton getting the conference Vegas, but obviously Edmonton beat Vegas, and then I had Hurricanes Florida, but I didn't think Hurricanes were gonna beat us the way they beat us. Like you guys both just said, I didn't think the Caps were gonna just play with no heart, no. It just not that the effort. I mean, I might even say effort, dude. Like it just felt like we didn't have.
Because
we didn't have anything, bro.
We win game 1 overtime. That series is 2-0 from the start. That is so much more momentum to hold and going over. But you go 1-1, and then you just fucking absolutely come out and fall on your face away. And it's just like, how are you supposed to build momentum off that? No one wants to. It looked like no one wanted to fucking touch the puck.
That last game it looked exactly like that. It was just horrific.
At home, too. At fucking home, bro.
Exactly. It's just like you guys showed nothing for your home fans, man.
Yep. Beat on your home ice to clinch the series is egregious, man, to me. That pained me.
It was horrible.
Yep.
I don't know shit about hockey, so this is.
Well, if you want to watch a good series, turn on Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas Edmonton. That's good shit.
That's a really good series to watch.
Yeah, that's good hockey.
Shout out the boys in green.
It's very electric.
Let's go.
My boy Duchesne.
Dallas is what, the Stars?
Yeah.
Let's go. There we go.
They came back from what a
They
4.
scored like 4 unanswered. Yeah, they scored 4 unanswered.
In the
Yeah.
I'm not video calling.
Did you say you want a video call? What'd you say?
No. Someone was asking if I was video calling.
So I'm gonna go fill up my water. I'm getting a little parched.
Yep, you're good.
No, so I'm gonna switch it back to. I'm gonna do my quick basketball, and then I want to go back to football real quick. But I'm gonna go my quick basketball.
Pacers in 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Pacers. As much as everyone wants to love the Knicks because they're from New York.
And I tweeted it last night before the game, so that way everyone didn't call me fraud for doing it after the fact.
Knicks have 5 good players. They have 0 bench. Pacers are deep, and the Pacers are going to run them to death. I think it's going to be a Thunder Pacers final. And as much as people want to talk shit on that, because
That's
it's
going
a
to be a
big
great
city.
series.
I think so too. Thank
The
you,
star
dude.
power is there. You
That's
have
what I'm
SGA,
saying.
and you have
Halliburton.
Tyrese. You have Siakam. You have Holmgren.
I'm with you.
The star power is there.
The problem is, and this is why I hate basketball, when there's not a big city, LA, Boston, New York, Miami, even back with LeBron
Well, let's
there,
be
right?
honest.
Like,
Half
no one
of
watches.
LA fans are bandwagoners.
Oh, fuck you. Oh
The
my
only
God,
true
yeah,
fans are in LA.
Yep.
So the half of them are bandwagoners. And then Boston's kind of the same way. The only true Boston fans are in Boston. 90% of them are bandwagoners. Of course, they're not going to watch any other game when their team gets eliminated.
Yeah.
Whereas true basketball heads that just enjoy the game will watch any fucking game because they know it's going to be good ball. I can't say the Western Conference has been good ball. I mean, up to this point it has been, but this series right now has been kind of fucking dog walk.
Yeah, Minnesota.
But the Eastern Conference has been pretty fucking great games all around.
I'm with you, dude. I
got Thunder taking it Game 7.
I do. So that's the only thing me and Brendan disagree on. I think it goes 6 or 7. I think Thunder come out on top. He thinks Pacers come out on top. But I can see it going both ways. I think it's going to be a great series. Both teams have depth. Both teams have, like he said, star power. I think it's just going to come down to who makes the shots in the right moments, last 2 minutes, right? And how much of a home court advantage does the Thunder? I think the Thunder's home court is actually kind of insanely good, and I also think Indiana's is good. But the thing is, Oklahoma City would get the Game 7 at home, and that's why I think I'm picking Oklahoma City. But I think the series
it's going to be a repeat of. I think it's going to be like a repeat of the 2014 Heat and Spurs.
I mean,
that was an insane series to watch.
Was that the Ray Allen?
Yeah,
that was the series that Ray Allen got the game-winning 3.
That was crazy, bro.
Yeah, we ended up winning the series, but that game was, oh my God. I had never been more frustrated in my life than watching that game.
Miami beat you that series, dude. Are you a San Antonio fan?
2014, we won that one, I think.
Then that wasn't when Ray Allen hit that shot. Miami won in overtime and won Game 7.
That was the one before 2014.
So 2013.
That was 2013.
You're right.
2014 is the one we won with Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi, dude, like 20-year-old Kawhi was cooking. Fucking cooking.
But both those series were crazy to watch. I mean,
I'm with you though. I think Oklahoma City. The thing I like about Oklahoma City is the home court, and then I just think defensively, Pacers defensively aren't the best, but offensively are fucking insane. So it's going to be who wins that matchup with Indiana's offense being as good as it is and Oklahoma City's defense being as good as it is. Who wins that matchup?
Call me a glazer here all you want, but I think Caruso is going to be one of the big differences.
He's already been a big difference. Did you see him against
just the way he reads the court, I don't think the Pacers offense will be able to adjust well enough. Just the way he reads the court and can read the passing lanes is ridiculous.
No, I'm with you. I just think I wouldn't sleep on the Pacers yet because I tell you what, man, that team thrives off of that shit, man. I mean, what was it? They said Halliburton was the most overrated player in the league. Now the motherfucker's hitting every game winner known to mankind.
Anybody that ever said Halliburton was overrated,
you're crazy.
Even when he was on the Kings, you don't know fucking basketball.
You're crazy.
You're just fucking
there's been how many players they've said that about? Didn't they say the same thing about who was it? Michael Porter?
Yeah. Michael Porter, I love Michael Porter, but Michael Porter needs to not get hurt again. Fuck.
Yeah, he's also very inconsistent. But look, when Michael Porter is hot, I mean, he is unstoppable.
Dude, he's a beast.
That motherfucker's good. They've said that. No, you're right, though. They've said it about a lot of fucking people, dude. But
I think wasn't Jimmy Butler another one?
He's like an all-pro. He's been an all-pro before. Halliburton literally was second team all-pro last year and averaged 13 assists or something stupid. And it's you're going to call him, just because he doesn't score first because he's a passer and we're going to say he's overrated, it's dude, there is, anybody remember Magic Johnson?
Anybody remember Rajon Rondo?
Thank you. Come on, bro.
Rondo was so underrated.
Oh, God, dude, he was so good.
Criminally underrated.
And not to mention, you know who else is criminally underrated that plays for the Pacers, and I get so pissed when people don't even know who he is? Pascal Siakam. bro.
Oh hell yeah, Siakam is a dog.
Dude, everyone's like, who the hell is Pascal Siakam? I'm like, the guy that averages like 22 a game and like 8 rebounds a game. Like, the guy that's a fucking
He's
stud.
been
He's
in
like
the league
6'10"
for how long
Dude,
now?
he's so good. And he won a title with the Raptors. He was with Kawhi when they won the title.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about? You don't know who
Right.
he is. That just you don't know ball. You don't know. It's like, oh my god.
I mean, yeah. You can
The
tell who the
Pacers are good.
casuals are. You can tell who the casuals are.
Like you said, Miles Turner, beast. Even fucking who's the little white kid off the bench, man? McConnell.
TJ McConnell.
TJ McConnell, my boy, dude.
Shoot. Don't they also have Anunoby?
No, that's Knicks.
That's the Knicks, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the Knicks. All right.
But dude, what's his face? Nembhard. Nate, thank you.
Yeah, and then they have Obi Toppin too off the bench.
I love him, dude. The double clutch in overtime yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was like, dude, there's no way you're doing that stupid shit in overtime. Then he made it. I was like, okay, never mind. I'll go. Fucking
It's like, I'll eat my words.
yeah, like what the fuck, bro?
Don't they have Mathurin as well? The Pacers also have Mathurin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Pacers are nice, bro. That's what I'm telling. Like, I like Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma City's loaded, but the Pacers are like sneaky loaded too, bro. Like the Pacers are sneaky loaded.
I mean, Pascal Siakam on the Raptors was an absolute monster.
Nuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Even if Tatum was healthy, fucking Celtics still lose to the Pacers.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I just don't think they would have repeated like
Celtics
last
look
year.
like
This
shit.
is a bit of a hot take. I don't think Jason Tatum is that good. He's good, don't get me wrong, but I really don't think he's as good as a lot of people make him out to be after the one ring that they got.
I don't want to talk too much shit, but yeah, I agree.
I mean,
he's a very corny guy.
He
gives me the Raiola vibes.
The amount of time he played in the Olympics says it all.
That's hey, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Bang.
I mean,
good take. I'm sorry. No, I'm texting. You're right, bro. I think Tatum. I'm not saying he's not good. Like, I think we can all agree he's good, but like the people that are saying he could be a top 3 player in the game, there's people right now that are saying he's top 3, and I'm just like, oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, no,
like that's a
crazy
take.
Jokic and SGA are top 2.
Yeah, and then you have Giannis still, who is a beast.
Anthony Edwards.
Luka still ain't dead yet.
Exactly.
Like Luka ain't dead yet.
Calm down with that bullshit, man.
Top 3 is like you're getting like to get to a top 3 level in the NBA, dude.
You gotta be like Dirk Nowitzki, like carrying an entire team on your back.
Tim Duncan,
to a ring.
Kobe, LeBron, Hakeem the Dream, Michael Jordan. Like, you gotta be one of those dudes that when you watch the game, you know who he is immediately because he's making the impact. Jaylen Brown.
I think Dirk has one of the most meaningful rings.
Yeah.
Because he literally carried that team on his back. I mean, he did fucking everything for that ring.
Yeah, and that's my thing with Dirk, dude. Like, everyone wants to say he only has 1 ring, and I'm like, well, if Dirk was to have changed teams like people do nowadays, like Kevin Durant did to the Warriors, LeBron's done it a couple times, right? Like, if Dirk was to not just stay with the Mavs his whole career and move teams to make a super team, he would have probably about 3-4 rings too. So
there's countless times he said that he had. I'm pretty sure he said he had like the options to go play with Kobe in LA, but he turned it down to stay with Dallas. It's just like,
dude,
the guy he was a true franchise player. That's what you want. You want a guy that's gonna stick it through the thick and thin. Like,
didn't they say they traded?
That's what I'm hoping Wemby turns into.
He wouldn't. Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
That's what I'm hoping Wemby turns into for us, is like a franchise player, which Kawhi Leonard was supposed to be. That fell apart because he wanted to be a little, I'm not gonna go there, but
yeah. Well, him and your management started to get into it about having his trainers and shit. It was stupid.
He got injured and then got upset because they wouldn't let him play while injured, and it was a whole ordeal. But
did y'all see who the Spurs are the favorite to get?
No, Giannis? I haven't looked into that yet.
Giannis, dude, the Spurs are like, it's them and the Rockets are the favorites to get Giannis. If it's Giannis and Wemby,
oh my god! If we get Giannis with Wemby,
holy shit!
Dark horse. Washington Wizards trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo. They sent their 4th round pick and 7 more picks in the future.
No, dude. But seriously, if the San Antonio, like you said, if they get Wemby and Giannis, first of all, nobody's scoring on that team because the defensive, oh my god, dude, oh my god, you got two
Yeah,
7-footers. Well, you got one 7'8" guy and then one 7'2" guy just guarding the rim.
at that
Good
point,
luck.
the fans will have the ball more than the other team.
That's fair. You ain't fucking
fair
kidding.
assessment.
All right, can we go back to football real quick for like last
Yeah.
10 minutes? So I'm gonna go take a pee, but I want to ask you guys a question first, and you guys debate this. I saw 2 statistics this week, and I sent them both to Brendan because I was so fucking furious. PFF ranked A.J. Brown as the #1 wide receiver in the league, and then they rated Mahomes as the #1 quarterback in the league. And I'm going to go on my hot take spree here. I disagree with both vigilantly. I like A.J. Brown. We play him a lot, and he cooks my team. Thank you for cooking me, A.J. I get it. I don't think he's the best receiver in the league. And Mahomes, I know you have 3 Super Bowl rings, and I'm not taking that away from you. Congratulations, you're a great quarterback.
But you just showed nothing in the Super Bowl.
Thank you.
And you had the most mediocre season.
Yeah, are we gonna act like last year he was good?
It's just like
right, like
that's just an all-time glaze, man. It's like they're Lamar, Josh Allen, like should have put one of those easily one too. It's just like. I get it. Like you said, Mahomes, he's won the 3 Super Bowls. He's still in his 20s. Like, I get it. I'm not discrediting you, Patrick. But even you, I would hope, has the brain enough to realize even your season sucked ass where you were even talked about for a fucking MVP vote.
His last 2 seasons. I know they won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, but that was not, he did not play that great that season. Like,
and then, the fact they put A.J. Brown over someone like Ladd McConkey is a little wild to me. Like, McConkey is a dog. I mean...
Dude, let's just state the obvious here. Jamar Chase just won the Triple Crown. Most receptions, most receiving yards, and most touchdowns. And we're not going to put him as the first wide receiver on the...
Yeah.
Like, what?
For me, it's between Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson. Either one of those two could easily... be like the top #1.
100%.
Absolutely agreed. I'll let you guys talk about it a little more because I gotta go get my fucking pisser in real quick. But those 2 lists, dude, I was so fucking furious. And the running back list wasn't much better. The only thing that they got right was Saquon at #1, but it's like Saquon just had 2,000 yards. So
I mean, if you didn't have Saquon at 1, then I would just discredit PFF for the rest.
That's my thing. And if I'm not mistaken, I gotta look back into it. They had Christian McCaffrey at like 4 still, and I'm like, okay,
he didn't even play last year.
Thank you. I'm like, dude, I love Christian, but like you have to play to get ranked. Like, I can't just put you in the ranking because of your like achievements career-wise. Like you gotta play last year to be ranked for this year.
I mean,
that's not a thing for me.
I'm going Saquon, Derek, and Bijan are the top 3.
I could agree with that.
I'm gonna switch out Bijan and I'm gonna argue Jahmyr Gibbs.
You know what? I could see it. Jahmyr Gibbs balled out.
I think, don't get me wrong, Bijan's definitely probably like sitting in that 4 spot, but I would put Jahmyr at 3 because I think Jahmyr's the better impact.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't.
Crazy to me is they called Jahmyr a reach pick.
Well, yeah, that's crazy because he's
that was wild.
Dude, I'm just saying I would argue Josh Jacobs after the year he had last year too should be up there. Now I'm not saying he should be in it, but I think Josh Jacobs should be in the argument. And I know he's a little older.
Almost 1,400 yards.
Yeah, and he had like 22 touchdowns. It was something crazy. I had him in fantasy. And he won me a fantasy championship. The motherfucker had like 40 points in my championship weekend. Like, thank
15 touchdowns on 1,400 yards.
Yeah, that's not
averaging 4.4 a game.
That ain't bad, bro. And they run the ball like 30 times a game, so you knew he was beat up. I mean, I like Josh Jacobs a lot. Like, I really and. I'm not trying to go back to the Texans, and you guys' offensive line ain't great, but like Joe Mixon, when he was healthy, Joe Mixon put up some fucking numbers too. And I'm not saying I wouldn't put him above Jahmyr, but I'm saying I think Joe Mixon could definitely get into that top 5, top 6 conversation pretty fucking easily.
I'm just hoping that if we actually can block effectively this year, that he'll really be able to show us the Joe Mixon that we all know and love.
drafted in fantasy this fucking Hollywood. Let's hear your opinion on it, bud. For quarterback's sake, I already know what you're gonna say, but who would you have thrown in the number one slot as PF if you're making your list?
Quarterback wise, let's say Josh Allen.
I mean, that's fair. Like, I could definitely see that over Patrick Mahomes, even though, again, Mahomes is just in the Super Bowl, but it's like, and I could see that too. That's like,
I mean,
I could see every other
almost 5,000 yards
right now.
Yeah, I mean, almost 5,000 yards last year, averaged 7.5, 43 touchdowns and only 9 interceptions. Like,
yeah,
Joe Burrow balled out.
Say he was fucking him last year, and like the team, if they didn't start 0-4, whatever they started, they're obviously a playoff team. Granted, their defense was shaky as shit last year, but it's like they probably would have done some fun shit in the playoffs. They would have had some really close, high-scoring games.
Hopefully.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm hoping the defense is a little bit better. So.
Hey, man, you gotta hope Shamar signs that contract.
God. What's crazy is I was ready to pre-order his jersey, but now I'm just like, so glad I didn't.
Like, I get it. The Bengals are obviously trying to get short of a few bucks, but it's like you're on a rookie deal. This is essentially a prove it.
Here's my big thing. This is where I 100% feel and will die on this hill, where NIL has ruined these athletes.
Because, I mean, he's got the. I mean, you're right. He probably has the whole NIL mindset going in the NFL. It's
which I'm sorry, there's no transfer portal. You can't just decide, oh, I'm not gonna sign this, blah blah blah. I'm gonna wait out for this and think, oh, I'm just gonna join the transfer portal and see who else is gonna pick me up. What are they gonna offer? It doesn't work like that.
Once you're locked on that rookie contract, you're locked in.
Yeah.
I would say, I hate to break it to you, Shamar. If you don't sign it, they're just going to give the money to Hendrickson probably, and then they still pretty much have a defensive end. Granted, it'd be nice to have both you coming off the end, but, like, it's still Trey Hendrickson. So
he's just got the mindset of NIL. I can just hold out, and I'm going to get what I want. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're not in that world anymore.
Yeah, you ain't that special in the NFL.
I'd say, especially when you haven't proven anything.
What I said, Jordan, was Shamar Stewart.
Yeah, I'd rather avoid this kind of.
I'm just gonna give my piece.
No, please do. I just don't want to get mine.
So the whole thing is his problem is here's where NIL has ruined these athletes. Because if he was in college, assigned to hold out, he can just join the transfer portal. Someone else will pay him what he's looking for. I'm sorry, you're a rookie. There's no transfer portal. Sign your fucking contract and do what
you're about to make millions. Just shut the fuck up and play football.
Let your game be
it for itself.
Do the talking, and guess what? When the time comes, I can't promise it's going to be with the Bengals, but someone will pay you.
That's like Shedeur Sanders being upset that he got drafted below the top 10.
Out of the 5th round.
Yeah, he was like, I'm a top 10 pick and throwing just an absolute bitch fit over it. It's like, dude, you're not that special, you know? Like, you think these scouts didn't sit there and watch your games?
I want to see that. I want to see that footage from when he went and talked to the Giants. I want to see that.
That's what I was literally about to say. Did you hear what the Giants said? Like, Brian Daboll gave him a film, like, playbook and a package thing to review before he came in because Brian Daboll wanted to question him.
With known mistakes.
Yeah. And he came in there, and Brian Daboll asked him the first question, and he literally said to Brian Daboll, I didn't do that. Like, either you draft me or you don't. And Brian Daboll was like, well, we're not fucking drafting you.
All right, our conversation's done.
Yeah, this is done. Have a good day.
I would say, not only did you not show you don't prepare, you showed you're not professional, and you showed you just don't want to play football.
And you're an egotistical, selfish.
I don't want to be like the guy that's riding the jockstrap of a guy, but Have you seen the footage of Jackson Dart in there?
Yeah.
He went in there knowing what he needed to know, and he didn't make himself look like an idiot.
And guess where he got drafted? First round.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what people were saying about CJ because of his that stupid test thing that they have. Because CJ didn't. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if he didn't take it or he didn't do well on it or something, but basically he was like, I'm a football player, not a test taker. And everyone was like, oh, well, he must not be that good then, just off of that alone.
No, he didn't do great on it, and he literally, you're 100% right. That's what he said. He said, I'm not going to be a test taker when I play. Like, I'm a football player. And now you see where he's at now.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's just, and that's what happens when you put in the work. Like, you put in the work, you get players like CJ, you know, all them. You can't just sit there and do nothing and just try to ride your talent and think that's going to get you anywhere.
That's what these guys think. Brian's 100% right, bro. Once you start paying these guys like they're, sorry, but like they're Tom Brady, like they're Patrick Mahomes, like they're Randy Moss, like they're Jerry Rice, you start paying these guys like that in college, then they get to the NFL and they're like, I'm the best guy around, dude. Why aren't you like
wholeheartedly? NIL, keep it, regulate it, max it for a player, $100,000.
Well, we talked about the SEC is trying. The SEC is
they need to try harder, and they need to get Nick Saban to be the regulator because Nick Saban was the one guy who fucking hated NIL the most. So he would regulate the shit out of it, and it would make the sport great again.
Max the player to only be able to get $100,000.
You know what's sad is how much backlash they're getting from schools in the SEC.
Oh, it's
because the big donor schools, the Floridas, the Texas A&Ms, the Texases, the
Tennessee.
Those
Texas
big donors,
is.
yeah, exactly. They want to pay these guys off of just their rich ass alumni, and the new shit they're trying to do with the salary cap and making sure they actually have a product that they're endorsing to get paid for. These guys are like, oh shit, we can't do this anymore. So these big schools are like, we're fucked. You know, like we
let your program do the talking.
But that's the thing,
So
man.
when
There's
I
no
was
recruiting
playing-
anymore.
That's what it needs. That's what it needs to get back to.
Agreed.
Yeah. So when I was playing, the NIL was still like in its baby stages.
Yeah.
It was not like fully fleshed out, but
You
they
could
were
sell
already
you could sell an
offering certain
autographed
people
jersey.
contracts. Yeah, but they were already offering like certain players contracts for like when the NIL came into fruition. And I was offered one, and I was like, no, I'm not going to take that because I think it's stupid.
Yeah, it's not real money, dude. Well, it's real money, but
It's
off a bad principle.
It's almost like blood money in a sense.
yes.
Yeah, quite literally, it's like blood money in a way.
That's a great reference.
Well, and considering I got injured and that literally tanked my entire career, I'm glad I didn't take it because
in a way.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like, yeah, I would have been set or whatever, but on what, you know, it would have been, like you said, basically on blood money, you know, it would have been money I didn't earn is the best way I could put it.
Yeah, these kids don't care nowadays, dude.
No.
These kids don't give a fuck. Who was the kid that went to was it TCU and made $2 million and only played like 10 snaps?
Yeah.
And he wasn't even.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's about to. You know who it's truly going to ruin? The new quarterback at Michigan.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's gonna.
Dude, if just real quick, just think about it. If he fucking sucks, that is going to be the biggest turning point for everybody. Like every school should look at that and be like, "Whoa!"
Because he got what, like 10 mil?
Wasted, yes, like they wasted 10 million, and that's what they got was a 5-win season.
And he got 10 million only for 2 years. They only got him for 2 years. So like, if they suck for 2 years and he wants to transfer, he can technically go somewhere else.
I mean, even if he does, like, no one's gonna pay him at that point because at that point they already realized, hey, Michigan gave him 10 million, and all he gave Michigan was, let's just say, combined 10 wins.
Yeah, for 2 seasons.
It's just it's like it can get sketchy, man. These kids can ruin their careers fast.
Don't go out buying those Hellcats. Save that money.
Yeah. Anyone
well,
from
gentlemen,
Georgia?
I do need to hop off the call, but I will still be in the stream.
No worries.
Appreciate
you stopping by, Texan.
Absolutely. If y'all are on next week, I will be back next week.
We're on every week, motherfucker. Except last week, I was on vacation.
Not y'all. Yeah, I was gonna say y'all weren't here last week, so that's a damn
okay,
lie.
all right. Mistakes were made.
Those two fucks. I was here and ready, but it's
I was in Yosemite. I swear to God, I was fucking out of town.
He's watching animals.
Sounds like some copium to me.
Dude, brother, we were driving. Do you have a second text or no?
Yeah.
All right, so we were driving. So I don't know if you've been to Yosemite National Park, right? So it's just a bunch of cliffs, and you drive on the edge of these cliffs, right? So we got to our last day, and I'm driving back to our house, and well, not our house. It was like a hotel thing, but whatever. And dude, there was a car had wrecked. There was a tire and a bunch of glass in the lane. We looked over the edge on like this 2,000-foot drop. This car was being held up by this tiny tree. It was the craziest shit I'd ever seen in my fucking life, brother. I was
My
shitting
hopes and
bricks.
dreams.
Oh, dude, I was driving and I literally, my fucking stomach was through my fucking head. Like, I was so nervous after that, dude. I was white knuckling that bitch on the edge of this road like a fucking. It was so bad, dude. It was so bad. But it was pretty. So it was really pretty, but I could have died. Yeah.
All right, well, I will see y'all next week, or speak with y'all next week, I should say.
Yeah, I'll take your pants off, love you.
Okay, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
All right, night, y'all.
Good night, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, brother. Have a good night. I think that's a good spot to end the stream, unless you guys got any more topics.
I mean, no. I mean, just anybody that doubted me, just want to say I did, in fact, go to the NASCAR All-Star race.
Where's the signature, bitch?
And there you go. Yeah. That is a good old Alex Bowman for you. So anybody that doubted, fuck you, suck my cock. Well, tried to get him on the podcast, but that didn't go well.
I wasn't doubting, babe. How'd you fuck me off?
Never mind.
And then Brendan got double the sun. Look at that face.
I did, yeah.
He was out. He was out all weekend.
I technically did get a picture of Kyle bitch-ass Busch, and I did semi-meet Richard Petty, but it was just a quick hi.
What did you say about Kyle Larson?
Oh, dude, I gotta be honest. Like, I saw Kyle Larson in person, and he is all of like 5'2", and like he seemed kind of like a douche. Not gonna lie.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Brian's boy?
That's Brian's boy.
Oh, sure.
Brian like Kyle Larson?
The guy who can only win at short tracks.
Dude, I gotta be honest. After meeting him, Alex Bowman, absolute legend, class act, super nice guy. Definitely my driver from here on out. Definitely a good man. So shout out.
I didn't meet you, sir, but from what Brendan told me, you seem like a fucking awesome dude, man. So awesome. Thank you very much.
What class act?
Say that said
way better than Brian as a person, that's for sure.
Everyone's better than me.
Aww.
He's a Bengals fan. I think I agree.
And an Orioles fan.
At least I'm not. At least I'm not one of those asshole Bengal fans.
That is Thank you. You're actually an honest Bengals fan because there's a Bengals fan.
At least you don't throw up on the back of some poor innocent child with a broken neck. Yeah, we all know what video I'm talking about.
Listen, shit happens, okay?
And when it comes to the Orioles, growing up, you know, you're gonna have your good seasons, and then you're gonna have real shitty ones. And right now, we're in the real shitty ones.
Right now, we're hitting back to the 2017 season. Let's see if we're gonna go 2017 to 21 all over again. Let's see.
Yeah, but like you guys were supposed to be kind of good this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting maybe playoff run, but
dude, A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez on fucking ESPN was literally saying like, yeah, the Orioles were actually projected pretty good this year, but they suck. I was like, yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's just what happens when you try and invest in pitchers that are above the age of 35 and hope and pray that Kyle Hendrickson, Charlie Morton. It's just like you're hoping and praying and begging on guys that were dominant about like 5 to 8 years ago. You paid them $10+ million when in reality, if you just gave Corbin Burns a few extra of those million, he probably would still be an Oriole right now, and your pitching would look a lot better. And like,
didn't he say like 12 million?
Because what is the rookie's name that's really old with the Japanese Tommy Segura? Whatever.
Yes.
Having an absolute banger year, but
yeah.
he's the only one.
He's
so like
him and Kremer. Kremer are only two pitchers who can really.
Kremer's a little older too. He's like 32.
I mean, an F line can't stay healthy to save his
Yes.
ass. Of course, he would be a dog,
but those are in real out.
Still at Bradish, who's coming off of Tommy John. They said he'll be back after the All-Star break. Bradish.
I saw.
I'm not sure Kyle Bradish.
I saw someone made
sure they said after All-Star break.
Somebody made a post about it, saying if teams were to go to the Pirates about trying to get Paul, and they said the Orioles. I forget who they said the Orioles should trade on top of money and giving a first round for the next 2 years. And I was like, I'll be honest, that is some egregious thing that the front office would try to do.
The only problem is you guys have a farm system, but your farm system doesn't include pitchers, which the Pirates would want young pitchers in return for it on top of the position players.
And in factuality, that's been our whole issue as an Orioles franchise. We don't ever have young pitchers that are developing ready to come up.
Well, Brian, have you seen the new report that came out? Like, they were talking about because the Orioles are so bad, and I'm sorry to say that, but because
they are.
Bad, would they think about trading Adley, but for the deadline as well? And what would you think about that?
Oh wait, Texan, did you just say I don't know seems fake? LOL to this autograph. You're about to make me do this to you right now? Where the fuck is it? Right here. That's right. Alex Bowman and myself standing next to each other. Thank you very much.
So to trade Adley.
Well, the one guy that I was interested was who would you rather trade if you traded one would be Gunnar Adley. I think the answer is Adley on that, but if you
I think it's neither, and you go the opposite route. Yeah. You give Westberg, you give
truthfully, Westberg, maybe Mountcastle.
You might have to do Mountcastle, and you might have to give up one of your corners in either Hegsterd or Carl.
We can get honestly, Kierstead could go.
I do like Kierstead, but I agree. You have to give up something like
Kierstead could go, Mountcastle can go, and
but then you're giving up 3 really good players and draft picks and money, whatever you want to say, prospects, whatever the fuck, for if you're talking about trading for like a Paul Skeens, or you're talking about trading.
It doesn't hurt too bad though, because they have Ryan O'Hearn. You just plug him at first base. He is already technically a first base player that they have playing DH, just bouncing with Mountcastle. So you replace that. That's not a major loss. The third base, that's going to be your biggest issue to replace.
Which we have,
we
have Mayo.
Hard to replace. Yeah, you guys have Kobe Mayo, so you just plot that in there.
But the thing is, you have to pay Adley and Gunnar like a lot of money, like really soon.
I don't think Adley's going to be able to demand the money he would have been able to with the season he's having this year. Next year would be it's either this year or next year would be the year he can be up for contract.
It's I think next year. It's after this season because Mullins is the same way. Mullins can go after this one.
If you don't produce the rest of this year, no, you definitely don't trade. You trade the older. You don't trade the young. You get rid of Mullins because he's in his 30s. You keep Adley because he's only 26, 27 at this point. And you keep Gunnar because Gunnar's 24.
When Adley gets going, which hopefully is soon.
Because as of right now, Adley is one of their only switch hitters on that lineup. Yeah. So it's like you need that.
Yep.
He's their only switch hitter.
He is our only switch hitter.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. And I mean, but dude, it's just like you're in a.
And he's no Matt Wieters with throwing out at second, but he's got an arm to throw out second.
Yeah. Dude, it's a tough spot to be in, man. Like
the problem is this. I would even honestly just at that point trade Jackson Holiday if you're trying to be serious about like a pitcher.
I agree.
Trade Holiday while his stock is still hot and his name is still hot, a hot commodity. because there's teams that would still take the chance on him to develop him into what he has the potential to be. Yeah. And he would definitely be able to see, I hate to throw this out there, but a team that has pitching depth for days is the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like maybe just calling them, saying, "Hey guys, what would you take for, let's just say, like Dustin May and fucking Tony Gosselin?
We're not in your division.
Just like help a brother out."
I'm just curious. My thing, and your owner is very wealthy, but I am starting to be curious how much he's willing to spend on the roster itself. He spent enough money on the fucking stadium. He spent a shit ton of money on the
They're
stadium.
spending more on the stadium.
See, that's my thing. That's like the one.
Yes, we need a full projected scoreboard.
I know.
Oh yes, we need that.
Yeah, God. I know. That's my one question. And the Nats owner's the same way, dude. The Nats owner's rich as fuck. We didn't pay Trey Turner. We didn't pay Bryce Harper. We didn't pay Juan Soto.
And we now have T. Rowe as our main sponsor. Like, the money is there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like that's what frustrates you so much. And like I love Brendan, but like that's why I hate talking baseball with him, because his team is willing to spend the fucking money. Like,
and look what the outcome has been.
Exactly, and that's why I get so pissed off with him. I'm like, God damn it, stop telling me about your fucking team. My team sucks.
And I was saying, you can, even if you lost Juan Soto, I hate to break it to you, we are $5 million difference on a contract offer. The Mets were just giving him more fucking special treatment of giving his family a suite that they'll never visit, and so on and so forth.
Didn't they also give him a car?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh no, he gave a car for a number.
For the number, yeah.
Did you see what Walker Buehler apparently said after he got ejected?
I did, but I don't remember the quote.
So Lindor was like chirping at him, and obviously he got ejected. So he looks at Juan Soto and goes, "You seemed a lot happier with the Yankees. What happened with the Mets?" And Lindor like got pissed as fuck, and everyone was like, "Holy shit, he's right." Like Soto's looked miserable with the Mets, and since he left the Yankees, and a lot of people were like conspiracy theories on that shit. They were like, "Man, if he had just taken the Yankees contract, he would be playing so much better." And
I mean, he would be enjoying baseball. Because what people don't realize is everyone in the Yankees organization holds those players to a high standard, but those players still fucking have fun. If you look at them in the dugout, batting practice, anything on social media, that team is close-knit. They're having fun. They're hanging out with each other. They're having a good time. That's what Juan Soto is missing right now, because no one is on his team is doing that. He absolutely fucking hates playing for the Mets. He doesn't want to be there. It's fucking obvious. But now you guys are stuck with him for 15 years. Congratulations. He'll be a DH for you guys, or he'll be a Bobby Bonilla situation all over again. So congratulations.
Welcome to the Mets.
Yeah, Mets gonna Mets. I'm not mad at it, because hey, guess what? You guys saved us $800 million fucking dollars for free agency next year and the year after that. Yep. So thank you.
Agreed.
The Thunder did win, by the way.
What'd they cover?
I was waiting for the score to pop up. The game just ended. Before we hop off,
I need the 7.5. I need them to win by 8 or more.
You got it. 118 to 103.
$32 in the bank account, boy.
I needed who did I need? I need Julius Randle to make 2 threes, and he could not have done that.
That's good.
I'm with Brennan on this one. I think the Timberwolves are chalked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had really high hopes for them, but they just came into this series and flopped. So
you gave it to her? How the fuck did you catch her?
Oh. All right, lads.
All right, it has been a great return podcast from missing. We'll be back next week. Thank you, everyone.